Hello, everyone, and welcome back to What Team Comp? To Lemon Rolls with What Team Comp. I'm going to murder all of my words. Today is a day of destruction, and that's D&D in a nutshell, people. Every day is a day of destruction with D&D, and I'm just gonna live with my mistakes and gonna pretend they
NPR,
never
we got
happened.
him. NPR, we got him.
I realized that,
We're taking credit for this one.
when he was counting down, I should have said Thunderbirds are go.
That's a good one.
Thunderthought.
It would have worked a lot worse because of the fact of what Butter said, which I'm now going to repeat.
Hey, it wasn't even bad that
It's
time.
not that it was bad. It was factual, but I can still be angry at you.
Thundercats are hoes.
Fucking Paris's mom, dude. Like,
You like Thundercats
That's
and
all
a
there-
thunderstorm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. We love your mom. Please remind her that we love her. That being said, are you guys ready to play the game?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, so when we last left off, you guys had been dealing with, inner city issues, having some fun, shopping, getting yourself your nice hammock finished. It was a good time. Towards the beginning of a new day, you guys found out that Z's in a stick of trouble. And grabbing everything that you could, wrapping up as fast as you could, you guys made a beeline out of the city to get yourself I just saw what Paris wrote. Stick of trouble, my ass. Adorable.
hey, it's debatable.
That being said, with the ability for you all to get out of Dodge, as it were, you guys were also instructed to go across the Colossi path, the recommendation being at Crawl Outpost, in order to get to the other side. And along the way, you have a few options of things that you can look into, whether it be Venrora's tribe or the old capital to the north. But now that you guys are out of the city, you guys have time with which to move about. So,
Z is back in tiefling form. I can say that. He's not trying to get caught with his pants down, as it were.
He's not trying to do that?
Yeah, surprising, right?
Right.
So, also, guys, I have plans or ideas. Ideas is about the word for it. Yes, idea. How about let's not go to the Crawl Outpost?
Okay,
Are we
What?
at camp or something, by
Yes.
the way? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
we weren't heading there anyway.
I'm just like anywhere near it. The entire vicinity.
Then how else
So
are
I'm
we
going
going to
I'm going
travel across?
where we're going.
Just
Oh, right. Crawl outpost to the bridge. Never mind.
yes.
Yeah.
Me.
yeah, exactly. How about let's not?
Is there a particular reason?
Is that where you died?
1 second, I'm responding to something.
God damn it!
There's a drawing on the map.
Is there?
Yeah, there's a
no-
drawing of Z on the map.
Oh yeah,
What?
that's his icon. We set it down for some
Why is
reason.
it on the map?
I don't know.
Deleted.
He is now an international monument.
Dude, how big this
mean-
map is and how big that token was. God.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
made by
Cultists.
it was
Mordin
made by
himself?
the primordial things. The fuck.
But
Colossi.
yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, Colossi.
It's not where I died. But you have to understand this. It is the only way to get across the Colossi path safely. Correct?
Yes.
And if I'm no longer in Volfest, where they thought I was, they probably think I would have left, right?
But there are two directions you could have gone.
So there would still be probably people waiting there for me.
Then what we do is hide your identity and get out of there as fast as possible.
You want a chance? Sure, I'm down. Let's do this. Yeah. Death is just permanent. It's fine.
Apparently not for you.
Eh, I 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 strikes. You know what I mean. Just I don't know if I got 3 lives. I'm gonna be real honest. Maybe it was
Pretend
just
that
the
you-
one time.
Pretend that you're a cat, that you have 9 lives, close your eyes, and start singing in Inferno.
I don't like being a tabaxi. It's itchy.
Guru,
Yes.
would I know of any other ways of crossing this path?
It depends. If you were wanting to go all the way towards the mountain range referred to as the Claws of Lucanus, there is technically part of it that you can go into the mountain range. It's dangerous to do so because of the fact that it is on the border of Avalons, which is to the northwest, and Avalons sometimes can have raiders and raiding parties. Essentially, the Claws of Lucanus tend to be a semi-lawless area where technically Ozalis is the one who has quote-unquote possession of the mountain range, but
Fucking
there's
damn right I do.
It's the PvP zone, Oz.
that is technically the PvP zone.
It's no
Yes.
man's land.
Wait, what area is No Man's Land?
The Claws of Lucanus, the mountain range here.
Oh, okay.
It is an option
That's-
to get around though, because if you go partway into the mountain range, there are a few areas where you can basically hop over where the Colossi path ends. You just have to follow the path to where you can just walk around it. Basically, it's like basically getting to the
So how
end
does
of
that work, by the way?
What work?
Like, cause the Colossi, do they just turn around once they get there?
Generally,
Just
yes,
follow-
which means that there
Walk
is.
slowly backwards.
Just for the next few months, you just hear beep. Yeah, exactly.
The Colossi paths are wide enough that with their bodies they can contort and move around freely. When they
God,
get
that must
to
shake the walls.
it does, which is why they technically have been expanding over the years. Crawl Outpost at one point was supposedly a good couple hundred years ago, supposedly the end of the
They've been
Colossi
getting
path,
thicker.
and it is
They've been-
extended since then.
Humans
They've-
desperately digging a fucking hole like, okay, this bitch keeps turning
They-
around and it's not great.
They've been getting thicker, guys.
One of the other things that makes is actually the fact that they can turn around. That makes just jumping onto a Colossi's back dangerous, but more importantly, makes it dangerous for anyone who wants to do another option, which is if you wanted to, you could just go to the Colossi path, go down the walls, go across the thing, go up the other walls, and you'd be on the other side. The danger of that being,
If the Colossus is coming.
no.
I mean, how fast those things move?
No,
Yeah.
it can take them a full
Solid.
2 seasons to get from one point to another. The problem is not with them moving; it's the fact that because of the fact that they have such an elemental charge with their nature of being elemental, colossi, they tend to have elementals that are just kind of strewn about their path, ranging
Oh.
from different. You don't know all of the creatures, but you do know that if some people who go down there. Have to be strong enough to be able to, hold their own at the very least. Because if you just try and go down there and walk around, there's any variety of elementals that can come this way. You would know because you're aware of this Colossi that the most likely elementals you'd come across would either be those of Earth or Fire.
Are we where are we going? What's our destination? I'm sorry.
Wait. If we go to the Carl Outpost, I have an idea.
About here.
Guys,
If
I
you
have
saw
an
that
idea.
thing.
Can anyone turn invisible?
Yes.
I can.
For
And extend it
You're
for
like,
time.
no, Mike, yes.
for a while, not just like a little bit, for a while.
Oh no.
I can't.
And
go
Rora is
invisible,
very talented.
but I
Oh my god, I
can
got stupid
be
accent.
stealthy.
Sexual wanting.
Well, I think the stealthiest of us should scout ahead.
So him, and she'll point to Earthos and Z.
Oh, me!
I
Of
also
course
have
not.
another idea. If I get caught, right? I have an idea. Which you willing to clown a little bit with me? And he looks at Eartho.
Oh, no, wait! We shouldn't be sending Z anywhere. He's very
Hmm.
wanted right now.
Worst comes to worst, Earthos, and he switches. He goes back to changeling form, then turns into a tiefling. But it's Earthos. We can do a parent trap.
I'm not sure
Um,
I like this plan though, because Z's very wanted right now, and
Yes,
It'll-
exactly. Z's
go back to
wanted.
Z.
Z's face is
Hmm.
wanted. The person who
Yeah.
can change his
Oh, I
form
know.
the
Yeah.
most is
okay,
wanted.
I'm still worried though.
You're
Thank you for
still
being worried. Thank you for being worried, but we can't just stay in the woods.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we need to keep moving.
Keep moving
They're
forward.
scouting ahead.
Oh lord. We're not at crawl outpost yet, so
No. You guys just left.
Guru,
Yeah.
why'd you just send me the definition of that
Hold on,
word?
no. Just look it over. Look it over. You'll see what
Okay.
I mean. You'll see. You'll see.
Drew's giving
on,
Butters
I'll-
homework in the middle of session.
Hold on. Oh, here,
Stand.
let me bold the one that I want you to be
Okay.
like. Wait a minute.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
did not mean to
fucking-
copy the whole thing. Okay, shut up.
Fucking Guru gave me the entire definition of a word, like dictionary definition, and I was so
Wow.
confused.
Time to
Drew like
study.
fucking owned you. I don't know how he did.
Hey, he got me before. I gotta break his ankles at some point.
Get
Oh,
good,
Lord.
bitch.
Yes, you guys have just recently, the last day, made your way from Volfest into the forested area to the north of it. There
Oh,
so
I
you
love
guys-
that.
are going over the choices at camp at the moment. So the options, which you came in pretty much as we were beginning them, where you guys can either go to Crawl Outpost, where there is literally a bridge that was made to be able to cross it. It's a safer form of the way to get across it. It's just that you got to check in, such like that. There's going all the way to the mountain range, the Claws of Lucanus. It's the, again, PvP no man's land between Ozalis and Avalons. But it's a way you can get around it without technically having to cross the path at all. You're just going around it. And then there's, you could go into the path, just go down the wall, go across, go up, but you would need climbing gear, and it's dangerous because if you do so, there are elementals that tend to seed the area.
Everyone started typing. The second I said that, and the second I said that, all of a sudden everyone had an opinion. At the second I typed,
Anyway.
The meat juice is jam. Oh my.
Oh god. I'm assuming we just continue towards the crawl up. I can't.
Okay, so are we just gonna like chance it, like going
I
through?
feel like all.
We're not there yet.
Yes, but like if we go there, are we just gonna chance it and go through?
We need someone to scout ahead, and Elvira's adamant that it should be her, but I don't know how good she is at sneaking.
No, Elvira was kidding when she said that.
Okay, look over
Okay.
there, like Cassie
All right.
in, but
I need a new disguise then. Cassie, quick, build your perfect man. Go. I'm serious. Do it. I'm curious.
Long blonde hair,
Yo,
What about that
large
guy?
bulging muscles.
What about that? The pretentious guy.
Matthias.
that's not my ideal man.
Oh yeah, I know. I just thought it'd be funny. Um,
I'm
It's
just,
just like-
Cassie, pretend
you
it's like Build-A-Boy and
Hmm.
just tell
Build
she
a
can make
boy.
out the order.
I'm just going to, and she will pull the blanket over her head. I'll be
Okay.
under here.
Who's
No,
a
I think-
person that wouldn't be able to tell us me? I've got an idea. He will rub his hands down his face, and you see his body start to shrink heavily.
The fuck
And
is he doing?
the head becomes more of like a square shaped. Nose becomes bulbous. Ears become huge. A long, like a not long, a good beard grows. As his hair is now like brought up, he is long enough, and he pulls into a bun. As he is now a dwarf.
Oh!
Oh, that's such a good
Alright.
idea. As small as possible. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Not too bad.
Dwarves are
I
pretty
like
common.
this. This is a good idea.
Then he shakes his head and he goes back to Z. Okay, once that's needed, I can do it. All right.
That,
Okay, so I guess
I
that's
can't
our
even
course
see
of
what's
action
happening,
then.
and that sounded unpleasant.
I became a dwarf for a second.
It was fantastic, I assure you.
I
Hmm.
didn't like it.
She uncovers her head.
I like being thrown, but I don't like being wide.
I mean, if you're a dwarf, you're a very throwable size.
I know, but I don't like being wide. It feels weird.
Could be a gnome.
Like, a skinny
No, I can't become
dwarf.
small creatures. Like smaller
Ah.
creatures. Dwarf is about as small as I can get.
Can you not transform into animals?
Nah, that's not a thing I can do, sis. Sorry. I got humanoids and humanoids only.
Why not a human?
What about
Just
Venrora?
That's
Were
most
you
common.
supposed to come with like I don't know, a friend or a guard or something?
I don't know back there.
Yeah, Venora's not
he's
there
like
at the
Doing
moment.
stuff.
Please
Doing
leave
stuff.
a message after the tone.
Well,
Tone.
for now, I think the idea of having small E and Earthos scout ahead is a good idea. Yes.
It's worth a shot.
That's the T.
I'm pretty sure Earthos out of all of us is the one who stands out the least. That and the Holy Man.
That's so mean.
I mean, to some
What?
people, I stand out quite a lot, but
Yes,
very
but-
handsome.
yeah,
very
out of us,
trim.
I'm probably the most regular-looking person.
Yeah.
Regular looking.
please tell me that he has just a face of bitch.
Iris is a human person. He looks normal.
It's
I
not
like
human.
to think I'm pretty normal.
Looks like a twig.
I mean, you
Cassie's
do look
staring
pretty
at
normal.
Gyrus.
You do look pretty normal, but you do have a halo above your head, so.
Yeah.
Which is again, it's only visible in like shadowed areas. Normally, if you're
Yeah.
just looking at them,
Only
you're not
in
going to just
certain
notice the
times.
halo.
Gyrus sitting
Well,
around just
Okay,
jumping away from
what-
shadows.
What can I do? What can I do? So, do I need to look conspicuous or inconspicuous?
The inconspicuous is preferable.
I've seen a
Let me see.
dwarf. The dwarf I turned into. I've seen a guy like it. Here's the thing: I have to build off of someone I've seen before, basically. So sadly, I wouldn't be able to look like Venrora unless I looked like a. I'd look similar to like. All right, so you know how I look like this, right?
Yes.
And he's like at a Stephen form. I've seen somebody that looked similar to this, but I built off of them to make this look.
Hmm.
That's how it works. If I have to build off of something I've seen,
May I offer a suggestion?
huh?
We went to various bars and shops. Why not one of the
Mhm.
people we saw there?
That doesn't have a good aesthetic.
Oh, just do it. The more inconspicuous, the better.
And nothing's more inconspicuous than just someone in the city.
Hmm. Yeah, you've seen a lot of like normal people.
Hmm.
Can you just like become a blend of them?
A blend of what?
Of those
Any
people?
person that you saw in the city.
Yeah. I have some others ideas.
We'll only be in town for at most 8 hours.
Well, the town is fine. I don't give a shit about the town we're in. It's just a crawl outpost. Like once we cross the bridge, then I'll just go back to being me.
Well, then it'll be even less time that you have to stay there. Or we'll have to stay in that form. Besides, even copying off of any of us makes you horribly conspicuous.
Would
Except for Gyrus.
would you be able to copy how I look, but change it still? Then
Loosely?
If he turns into
Like-
you with dark hair, I might go blind.
well, we could pose as brothers, for example.
You see, he thinks, concentrates, and he just shifts to like. Basically, he goes goth version of.
Emo
Oh
Gyrus.
my god.
Basically,
It's
he goes fallen ass
perfect.
Margyrus. He goes fallen ass Margyrus. Basically,
There's
it's the
a
best way.
very, there's a very
Well,
quiet "I am blind," and the blanket goes back up.
I think that's a fantastic
I lean
idea.
over to Gyrus, just like, I think she likes you.
This is. You're very handsome. Laughs.
Wait, Erthos,
Finds this very
who are
funny.
you talking about?
Oh wait! And he just snaps, and he looks like whatever the hell fuck he wants. He's like, I got that wrong. Like, okay, so I figure out how. Out of character, I thought it was different. You can make yourself look like legit anything you want.
Yeah.
But to duplicate the appearance, you have to have seen them. Okay. I got that confused. So he's like,
Fine.
what? Okay, yeah, build me your man. Build me your perfect man, Cassie. And he sits on, he just like wraps his arm around her shoulder. Come on, give me it. Give me it.
Why?
I'm
Oh,
curious.
Wait, I know her perfect man. Shifts into Gyrus.
No! She's still under the blanket.
Gyrus is laughing.
If you're under the
laughing at my
blanket,
expense, you blonde bitch!
if you were under the blanket, I don't think you would have heard what Erthos said.
Did Urtho say this to Gyrus? I missed that.
Yes, he said, I think she likes you.
Well, for the sake of what was going on when he said it, I'm going to say he just didn't really hear it.
For the sake of brevity.
I've got an idea.
Is
He'll
it mustache?
shift. He shifts back down to a shorter size. The hair is long, like I'd say closer to like shoulder length. Ears are bigger. Nose isn't as bulbous, but it gets there. A softer face, like more feminine features, and just a lot of curves as he becomes a female dwarf.
Cassie moves the blanket. Oh!
I'm fine with this.
Okay, then just be that.
He'll,
Looks good.
she will pull it up in a bun to the back of her head. Now this I can work with. Repositions clean.
I don't think this is as much planning as it is going through the catalog of these various personas.
Cassie just puts the blanket back up. I'm not seeing this.
Are we? Gruber, what time is it?
Nighttime.
Oh, okay. I'm going to make some alchemy fire and go to bed.
What is with you and fire?
I have to sell it to make money to provide for this family.
How much do you sell it for?
Don't remember, I forgot.
I'm pretty sure it was like 30 gold out of character.
That's fine.
Well, let me know. Maybe I could buy some sometime.
I got it sold for you
Fire!
for about 35.
He just kind of shrugs.
Iris,
Some people
you're
just
in
want-
luck. I have 2 of them right now.
Cassie pulls the blanket out. So I understand you want to watch the world burn, but I don't think it is achievable via literal fire.
Cassie, buy some of my alchemy fire. It's good for you.
You are saying that I need better ways to defend myself, Cassie.
He can lob it from a distance and it will protect him.
If
He
doesn't
nods in
miss.
agreement.
I have faith in his throwing arm.
Cassie sitting here having seen Jairus' strength, just like,
It doesn't
He-
take much strength to throw a bottle.
You say this, but Dawn will fuck you!
I resent that.
No, you
Anyway,
resemble it.
she's. Oh, Elvira's gonna make a thing and go to bed.
Cool.
Yeah, I suppose others will just kind of go to bed, yeah.
Jairus sitting here with a bottle of alchemy fire, like, yes!
Was he buying some?
He was serious about buying.
Okay, then yeah,
something
the
offered.
exchange will happen.
Very well. How much is he
Much-
gonna say for then?
Well, if you're
Like, how
selling
much is
it at
alchemy
the
fire supposed to be? Like 35, 50?
How much are you going to
50
say that it's
is
worth
the-
in your mind?
Gonna sell it for 45 gold.
Okay.
Okay, he's not gonna haggle with you at all. So
Does that mean he buys it or he doesn't?
yeah, he's gonna buy it for 50.
A worm?
He's being nice.
Worm. Okay. Yeah,
Cassie,
I'm
what?
rich. Yum.
A rich bitch!
Okay, and then so he has one alchemy fire. She's gonna make another one and then go to bed. So should I roll for
Okay.
that?
Yes.
By the way, just so everybody knows, Z is back in Z form. He
Cock.
just goes,
Good, because Cassie was
Okay.
staring at her.
Yeah.
Cassie was staring at your tits.
Wow.
why were you
How
staring
do
at
I
my tits,
roll?
Cass?
I told you I was pansexual.
You roll the d20, add your proficiency modifier, and
Plus a
Oh,
5. And intel and wisdom.
I
Okay, I'm
found
sorry.
the true type. Got it. You like them big and chunky.
Plus 8, which is I'm sorry, I can't do math. It's 9 plus
13?
8.
You like them big.
Oh, 9 plus 8.
You like them chunky.
That's
seven.
17.
9 plus 8 is 17.
You like them big.
You are able
You
to
like
make
them
yourself
bumpy.
alchemy fire. I don't know what's going on in the background while this is going on, but apparently they're having a good time.
Just because of that
Nice,
Z
Cass.
staying in the dwarf form. I was like, nah.
Cassie,
Now I'm here to stay.
I think Moto likes you.
It's a Loxodon called Moto Moto. I think it's the closest we could get.
I'm sorry.
Oh god, that's a 17! Oh god. I think you murdered the DM.
They're dead.
He's just died.
Anyway,
Dawn! Dawn, are you
I'm
alive?
alive.
He's just DMing me something.
Okay, I'm sorry for
Yeah.
interrupting.
Dawn! Oh god.
He's, for the time being, staying the dwarf. And just staying directly near Cassie. Now I'm gonna annoy you with it. And she wraps her arm around you.
I'm more confident around. Oh, wow. Well, then that failed.
Lying through your teeth will get you nowhere.
It'll get me out of this situation.
But Guru, did I
Goodbye.
succeed? I'm sorry.
You did succeed. You have another thing of alchemy fire.
Hell
Also-
yes. Okay, let me mark that off.
Do y'all
I can make
think
6
they-
more.
Goddamn.
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all think they would recognize the blade? And she'll pull out the same.
Probably.
They
I
might
mean, to
do.
be fair, I don't think they've seen it before.
Have they seen the lemons?
I don't believe so. That was a new thing.
Okay.
What is with your affection of lemons, by the way?
Just to fuck with people.
Also, out of character, this is Dawn, isn't it, Butters?
By
Yeah,
the
no,
way,
yeah. This is not you, Guru. If you guys remember from my game,
Dawn.
when I DM'd,
Yeah.
it's Dawn, the barkeep. Yeah, that's just it.
That's the
Yeah,
voice
like,
of Dawn.
It's legit that the hair's a little different because she used to have an undercut,
Ah.
but
You meant you literally have the appearance of Dawn.
Yeah.
Ah,
just hair's a bit different.
good lass.
So yeah, even the navel piercing too.
Jesus.
I'm sure Z had one of those on him. Yes.
To be fair, yeah.
at first he would like kind of go like, "Oh damn, you should have said, wouldn't you like to know?"
Guru, I'm thinking, would the clothes
God.
Z is wearing technically, if he tightened his pants, would they still fit? Because it's going from a scrawny guy to
To a
a
plump girl.
thick dwarf.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's less that he has to tighten the belt around his waist, and more that he just has to make sure that it's not pinching at the hips.
Yeah.
Don't bend.
They full on booty shorts now. Like with
Jesus.
Z, with Z, it was like teetering. With her, it's a bit more. I'd say
Mhm.
not fully though, still because they'd be longer on her. You know.
Looks almost like you have a legend.
Good.
Oh.
Good.
I'm here to
Hmm.
fuck with you constantly.
Now you just have more ammunition.
Winks at you.
I'm just gonna go throw myself in the fire. I'll be right back. And she stands up. She walks over to Lux. But there's at least 3 seconds that she does in fact stare at the campfire like, should I?
You see the horse just immediately like shaking his head, like, no, 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 no.
Horse grabbing him by the back of the shirt. Don't you dare!
So, oh, tell you what, this is the perfect time to play the flute.
Oh, we're gonna go to sleep.
Oh, are we? Okay, I
Oh,
thought
no,
we.
We can
Whatever.
still play the flute. We
You
need to
just play the
watch
flute,
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna read a little before.
Well, Vera will take a watch.
Is it that goddamn
take,
book again?
Maybe. So, is the flute playing good?
Oh no, could that be what we were playing?
How would you judge NPR's rendition?
Could that be what Venrora and Ethos are playing outside the bar?
We are far away from the bar by this point.
Praise the rage down and Wait, no, we need to praise the rage down in Moses.
No. let's get back on track.
God damn it. Oh, Don, by the way, I said I just chucked books. Books that I could about the surrounding area, the wildlife in it, in my bag. What did I grab
Pulling them
in the
out.
last?
So you just grabbed any book that looked like it had anything to do with just the area of Azalis.
Animals,
It's gonna be like-
animals in Ozelis, the general geography. She made sure to make sure it was about Ozelis.
Of course.
It's literally going to be like, I don't know, Z's Guide to Brothels or something. And
No,
also-
that's not a book Z has written yet. Whether or not
Yes.
he does or does not,
I
it's up to
don't-
him.
Nah, I don't go to brothels, sweetie. So I go to bars and make people want me.
To be fair, my first ever session, I went to a brothel and came out with money from the prostitute. So,
She stole it.
oh, you dick!
Wow. Wow.
She's a rogue. What do you expect?
Now that is fucking profiling.
Wait, Cassie's not a rogue?
No, in my
No,
first
first
ever
session,
D&D session
First
ever.
one ever. Not this.
Oh.
First one ever that she played.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like going back in time.
Wow, Paris, Jesus Christ.
She. What can you say? She rolled well. That being
She
said,
okay, she rolled well.
that being
Anyway.
said, as you guys begin to take watch, who's taking what watch?
Wait, Don, you never answered my
Take
question.
first.
Yeah, I'm getting to
I'll
that.
take second.
First, second. Just 2 watches?
I'll take third.
Third. Okay.
I'll help with second watch with Cassie.
Okay.
I'll probably take it with Elvira.
All right. All right. So the books that you found is, in terms of like cataloging creatures, there's not really many books that will be like, here's all the creatures you can find in Ozalis. But there's ones that'll be like, this is an area of Ozalis where these creatures have been seen from time to time. They leave and come back. Basically, it's just smaller areas. Basically, the person wrote about it for their area. No one's actually gone through all of Azaleas and made a full encyclopedic monster manual for Azalis. Geography is a lot easier. There aren't many cartographers who've gone through and layered out everything, but for areas that they've paid for to be like, hey, we need this drawn up, it does have geography of certain cities, especially those around the Colossi Path, to ensure that they don't get accidentally swept down into the Colossi Path from the Colossi wandering too close to a wall, bumping it, and having an entire village just fall into the Colossi Path and get destroyed. As one does. Most of it's on the southern side of the Colossi Path. On the northern side, it appears that they had more information, but where it says like, see this book, but when you look through your books, you don't have that book.
Son of a bitch.
Excuse me. And there is a third book on herbs and plants that are known to grow in Azalis, with drawings of them to say, this one's poisonous, this one's good.
So, oh god, what is the fucking term for plants and such?
Herbs?
Is
But
an herbology
botany?
book? Botany book?
Botany, thank you!
Essentially, it'll give you, if you're referencing the book, you'll be given advantage on checks to determine the poisonous nature of certain plants. You won't be able to determine whether or not someone's been poisoned by one specifically, but if you see the plant, you can use that.
Oh, shouldn't there be specific symptoms and such?
Symptoms and possibilities, but they can sometimes overlap. So unless you get proficiency more
Have the
with
plant in the-
medicine, that would be a little different.
Arthos makes like he cups his hands together at his mouth, and everyone here, or everyone that's not focusing on something else, would hear the sound of an owl just cooing.
The first fuck? Do I know that's him?
I guess it depends.
Investigation check.
How well acquainted are you with it? I don't.
There's a nice owl outside.
There's an
Wonder where it
owl
is.
somewhere.
Oh god. My worst stat. This is a sign of how I'm gonna roll for the rest of the camp, for the rest of the game.
For the rest of the campaign.
Don't jinx yourself like that.
All nat ones. Every
God.
nat one.
That will eventually just kill me.
One day I want that to happen in a campaign. Just always roll nat ones.
I think Butters just rolled 3 in a row. And
Yeah,
so have I.
it's-
Be like
you both
world
have.
renowned as the unluckiest person alive.
I'm the unluckiest because I've rolled 2 natural ones on a D100 before in a row.
Wow.
That's why I just say just be a cleric and say fuck it.
That's Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
That's like a
Probably
1 in 10,000 chance.
I did it. More specifically, Almond did it.
So Cassie's just looking around going, oh, there's an owl. What is it? Oh my god, I'm about to make a fool of myself since we haven't done a long rest yet.
Oh my
So you-
God.
I rolled it out once, she does not know I have to play it. So she starts doing, trying to talk to an owl.
Mhm.
Hello!
And
And if one responds, I'm gonna start crying, by the way.
Arthos doesn't even understand what you're saying. He just knows that you're calling as well. He does it again.
Wait, so would I know that it's not a real owl because I can't understand that?
So you do speak with
I mean,
animals?
Yes!
it's more that I think you would just be hearing random words. I think.
No, she hears the sound of an owl hooting, and hold on a second here.
I will be reading at this time. Because I'm a nerd.
Because I'm a nerd.
What when it like I accidentally said fuck in owl?
Oh, god damn it! Oh, god.
Fuck.
Or you're saying help.
Oh no, that'd be worse. Because then you would actually run off.
This is your fault,
So
Ernest!
you cast Speak with Animals like, hello? Huh? You see a little squirrel poking his head out from a tree. Ain't winter yet? Winter? Nuts? You got food? Storage.
I'll hold out rashes to the squirrel.
Okay, make an animal handling check with advantage. It kind of like looks at you for a second and scurries down the tree, like gets to the ground, like pops his head up out of the grass, pops his head back down, pops his head back up, boing, 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 boing. Like pauses near you, just like staring at the food, and like rubs his hands together, like looks at you, like leaning forward,
Hello.
leaning back, just like, hi.
I was trying to talk to an owl that I heard, but...
Owl. Looks
No,
around, just
it's okay.
panicked.
Don't worry. You're safe near me.
You've become American again.
You see his eyes still like searching rapidly, just like.
Leave me alone!
Who?
Again, do I know that that's not a real owl now? Because... obviously I can understand animals.
I mean, owls can still make hooting sounds without actually saying anything. From when it's like hearing a chipmunk just go, because it's just making like upset noises or
Upset
other just
noises.
noises like that. So they can make just. It's basically like a person just going. You're not gonna know what they're saying or what they're.
Alright.
You're gonna. It's basically just like they're just making noise to make noise at a certain point.
This owl's just like,
I'll just pet the squirrel. I guess he's not around anymore.
Yeah. He reaches down, grabs part of the ration, just pulls it up and starts nibbling on it. Just a little piece. Just...
Do you have a name?
Huh? What?
A name? Do you have a name?
Running up the tree fast enough to escape the snake hiding in the bushes.
Out of character, excuse me.
That's what your mind translated as. It's basically you get the idea that animals will have basically call each other ideas rather than names, because it's like, oh, the impression that you give off is you are a squirrel who is quick enough to be able to escape from a snake hiding in the bushes. Basically, he escaped an ambush.
Oh, so you must run very fast.
Gotta
I'm
train
here
for
with
that.
that.
Impressive.
Oh, are we talking to animals still? What's
She's
up?
talking to animals.
Talking to a squirrel. She'll just keep, rubbing the top of his head with her index finger, because I don't think this thing is that big.
No, it fits in your hand easily enough.
Darius, I made a friend.
He looks up.
She'll hold the squirrel cut out. Don't worry, he's nice.
Hello.
Squirrel gets on all
Oh,
fours and kind of leans forward to lean in towards you.
He'll hold out his hand so he can sniff him.
It when you do it leans back and moves towards the towards her hand, just but after a moment it'll
Sorry.
Is it just staying that way?
it's not moving too much closer to you. It stops flinching and it kind of just sniffs at your hand, but it doesn't do anything to you. It just kind of grabs more of the ration and just keeps eating it.
Well, he's very cute.
Apparently his name translates to... What was it? Running up a tree fast enough to escape a snake.
Hiding in the bush.
Hiding in the bush.
Well, it's
You can give him a
it's
shorter
a
name.
good name, I suppose.
I always just call him Run.
Run. That would probably be the best translation you could get.
Kind of like perks up when it hears you call say that. Just kind of looks at you curiously and just kind of like it doesn't seem to really care. Just is eating the food, just like does another piece. Just
She'll lean back and let him finish, and if he wants to go, she'll let him go.
when he finishes, he looks around for crumbs for a second, then goes boing boing boing, runs up the tree.
Still haven't found the owl.
There's an owl around?
Apparently, I keep hearing hooting. Wow, that was a struggle. That could have been no. See, it's still there.
Is there anything I can roll this?
Investigation
Hey.
check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You both are just sitting there for your watch, just looking around, just like, where in the hell is this owl at? This is a very stealthy owl.
You know what? Oh my god.
Wait,
okay,
no.
I rolled a wisdom
I'm gonna
save.
try one more thing.
At this point, yeah, go ahead, Arthos.
I was gonna say, I rolled a wisdom save to see whether he would instead do like a wolf howl, but he figured, okay, maybe there are wolves nearby and they would actually come nearby.
Actually, approach are probably not the best.
Right.
I want
Yeah.
to see how the animal would roll.
Oh my god, Lux fucking knows that it's me.
Lux is not
say
outing
anything.
you. Lux is not outing you.
Lux is
But
behind.
Lux is just watching you.
Lux is behind Caspian. Gyre is like, bitch.
I wink at Lux.
Oh my god, this is perfect. I guess he just doesn't want to talk. Oh well.
I make the sound of bird wings like fluttering through the air.
Well, I suppose it's
Oh.
gone now.
She shrugs. Usually have such wisdom. Ah, that would have been nice. Athos, I had an owl!
He literally just he walks up to you. He brings you both like he gestures to Giles like and Cass like come here.
You'll
And
approach him.
he
Yeah, he'll go
goes
up and
in,
move.
go into a huddle, right? And he goes, "Hmm."
See, I can't find it! I'm a nap boy, man. I don't even know if I would know as soon as he did it!
I literally, my hands are on my knees, and I am like struggling so hard not to laugh and wake everyone else up. I
you
fall
alright?
on the floor, just like slapping the ground. Just
I mean, I'm guessing he's literally telling us, so
He's literally telling you, yes.
yeah. Jarvis is he's gonna chuckle then, and he's gonna be like, that's a very convincing call.
Oh, that was you! Just sit on him. Move now, you jerk!
That
Hold
was
on.
so obvious. How did you not find out? I went up right next to you and I did it.
I'm not the brightest sometimes, leave me alone!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, wow. Can you get off me, please?
No!
Oh,
Sleep there!
I make the sound of ominous whispers around you. Just,
Nice try, but I have a voice in my head as is, so this doesn't scare me.
As this is all going down, you hear another.
Mother! I swear to God!
That wasn't me this time. I was
What?
making whispers. I feel like I attracted another owl.
Do I see an owl in the trees?
Make a perception check.
Yay! Perception and not fucking investigation!
No. Okay, there we go. I was about to say,
Looking around,
don't say
you're
that.
keeping your eyes open, making sure that you're. Or you're also looking around. Both of you just keep your eyes open. You're looking through the trees, keeping beady eyes ready, but you don't see the owl. You're like, it might be a little further away. It's around here somewhere.
What the fuck?
Gyrus kind of chuckles and he's like, well, I guess there's another one out there.
Or it might be someone else.
I haven't long rested, have I?
Not yet.
Has it been 10 minutes?
But at this point, yes. So you cast Speak with Animals again, and you're like, alright, I'm gonna listen.
Hello? You know. So, fuck you.
Are you trying
Is this
to speak
another
with
person?
the? Are you trying to speak with the owl?
Yes!
You really want to see one, don't you?
I don't see them often!
What?
Hello?
Who's there?
What is going on?
You don't hear this.
Uh.
Then all of a sudden, as you're listening, the other two, they hear another who, and then another who.
I have multiple fucking owls, or is there just a person talking or hooting and the actual owl is freaking out?
You make another perception check.
God damn it.
Mm.
Tell me your secrets!
Is that what you yell to the air?
Oh, no.
As you're looking around, you miss it at first, and then you see, because you don't hear it fly in, but you just all of a sudden see this little, kind of light brown with a white belly owl just leaning forward, and you hear a whoo, and then you see pop its head, just what do you want? Where are you? It's puffed out feathers, just wide-eyed, just turning its head, trying to find this sourceless owl noises, just I hear you!
Do we
It's
all
over
see the
here!
owl?
Make a perception check.
Oh.
I'm trying to call it down.
I
Yes.
I get out a small piece of, I guess, leftovers from rations or something, and I offer it to the owl. Or I slide out from under Cassie's cheeks, and and then I offer the leftovers to the owl.
She said she sat on him.
Yeah.
It ignores you for the most part, as it's it kind of sees you approaching, and kind of flies over to another tree away from you, just still looking around, still
Over
keeping
here!
his peeper.
Down here!
What do you want? Someone's out there. Who do you want? He is looking at the air, just like squelching in on itself, just
It
compressed
was
owl.
him hooting, and she'll point to Erthos. I don't think he thought it would bring in real owl.
Pokes his head out, looks down at him.
He's
Oh,
fairly
really?
harmless.
I wave, and I smile.
What does he want?
Nothing. He was trying to mess with me, apparently.
Tilts its head, in the owl, unhinged head tilting way too far. Then tilts and looks the other way. Looks back over to you. What do you want?
I just figured that there was an owl nearby, and when I found you, I just wanted to talk. You're an owl. I don't see you often.
Hi!
Hi. Why are you so angry?
Because they were screaming!
Screaming. Is that what that sounded like?
Yes!
I thought you scared him. Your hooting sounded like shrieking.
Oh, tell them sorry.
He says he's sorry.
Like, looks around.
Tell them I'm offering them food.
He's offering food to apologize more properly.
I can hunt. Still looking around.
I know you can hunt. You know, it would be easy to talk to you if you came down a little bit lower.
I'm fine.
Are you scared of me?
You? Looks down at you, like just kind of like locks eyes with you for a moment. Tilts his head again. I'm fine.
Do I have to inside a bird?
If you want to. They're fine. They're comfortable up in the branches.
You're free to stay here if you want some food, just if you don't feel like hunting.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, shit, the squirrel!
Squirrel!
You say that in character.
No. That was realistic. She'll sit down under the tree that it's in and just kind of sit there.
Yeah,
She'll
yeah,
listen
just
for Lux.
Lux just kind of stays near you. Smart fucking bird. Looks over you, looks at Lux, just kind of like, it does like a half tilt of his head, then kind of like tilts his head back the other side and kind of does this like fluffed up, oh, hello. Stares at Lux for a second and just tilts his head.
Does Lux understand him now I think about it?
Lux gives like a little respectful nod.
He doesn't speak much, sorry.
I get it.
Actually, have I ever heard Lux speak while the spell is active?
Lux tends to be pretty quiet. You're not sure if it's shyness or if they're just like watching you, wait.
Well, now I'm curious.
You just can't speak with animals and it just suddenly goes silent. Just like, she cannot know that I'm just slagging her off right now.
She'll lift Lux's head, kind of, you don't ever talk. Are you alright?
Nuzzles into you.
I would prefer a verbal response, but this'll work. She'll scratch his head.
Well, I think we should probably get to sleep before it gets too late.
So long as no one else makes owl noises, then I should be fine. Just giving Erthos the stink eye.
I cup my hands together as though I'm about to do it, but then I don't.
I don't have a dagger, but I'll find one.
I'll say, I have plenty, it's fine, you can borrow one.
Fucking Erthos lay down, bet.
I could make a wolf howl. Do you want to meet some wolves?
Yes.
I think attracting that sort of attention might be a bad idea.
Oh. Fine.
You sure?
Unless you would like to fight wolves all night.
Just because they come here doesn't mean that they want to fight. Wolves are not inherently aggressive.
They are pretty territorial. I don't know if they're
If they wander
in their
towards
territory.
annoying, they might not be going towards the territory. Oh, fine. Don't.
Do you really want me to I can...
I like wolves.
Maybe another time.
Jira's sitting here trying to be the voice of reason, like, please, no, don't.
We should be getting to
Please.
I
sleep.
feel like I need to make another wisdom save. Because I'm very indecisive about this. Does that... I don't know.
Everybody's head in
I
the
don't
winter
know if-
nails and 11
For
and over
this,
is a
I'll leave that decision to you. Because you decided to roll before I said anything. So, I'll leave that decision to you. What does he do? That is play your character, man.
It's just because I'm indecisive. I'm not sure if he's the kind of Pater kind of
One
guy
do
or
it,
if
two
he's
don't.
more tenebrous. Well, Orange Jesus has decided for me. Earthos makes all foul. Ooh.
Everything
Gyro
is
sighed a
fine.
little.
Gyro's just like,
Well, I need to be getting to sleep, so
y'all get eaten.
you two can have fun with the wolves.
I'll make sure that they know that you're not tasty.
Wait, isn't it our shifts anyway?
I thought Earthos said first shift, and then Cassie and Gyro said second.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So Cassie and Gyros needs to be.
Oh,
Earthos technically needs to be asleep as well.
wait. I would assume. Wait. I would assume
think we
it'd be
broke his hair.
the other way around, that you two had first watch and Earthos had second. Unless he just stayed up for the past like 4 rounds or has 2 shifts or something.
I just figured we stayed up a little longer than the others, but
That's what I thought.
But then why would Earthos be up?
No, she means a little bit into Earthos' shift.
Yeah, so you would be before me.
third.
I'm so confused by what has happened.
If Earthos' shift is just beginning, then your shift must have been beforehand.
No.
Unless.
Your
Oh,
shift is first, so if we stay up a little bit
Oh.
longer.
Oh,
Yes, there-
right, okay, right, I get what you. Okay, right.
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't
Okay.
Z and Elvira first shift?
Yes,
I thought they were third.
they were first.
Oh,
Aurora
well, fuck
was
me.
third shift.
Are we
misunderstood.
actually going to sleep now?
Yes, you guys have been.
Sorry.
Jesus
They were
Christ.
goofing
Okay,
off before
well.
shifts began.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go to sleep then. If any if any, what was I about to say? If
Wolves
any
come
wolves
out?
howl, yeah, this will be an
I know
interesting
who to
night.
blame.
Oh dear.
Time to take watch.
So you guys take your watches throughout the night. Nothing
Hey.
seems to come upon you.
Hey Elvira, question.
You cut out. You interrupted Guru.
Hey,
I think.
Good.
oh, I thought you. Hey Elvira, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What race are you exactly?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
I'm a regular human person.
I'm J'accuse on that one. Based off how weird you said it.
What did you say? You cut out after weird? After the word
He's
weird.
accusing you. He's saying,
I'm-
I know, but he
"J'accuse."
said something.
I'm
Because of how
J'accuse
weird
on
you
that
said it.
one. Yeah, based on how weird you said it.
Based off of how weird what is, you keep cutting out.
How
How
weird you
weird
said,
you
I'm just
said
a
it.
regular human. He's like, I'm saying I suspect that.
Okay. You can accuse all you want, but that won't change the fact that I'm a regular person. Just another really cool, really normal human.
You haven't used. I haven't noticed you needing light before in like caves and stuff.
It's a human thing.
Huh?
I have really good eyesight. I eat a lot of
Can you
carrots.
stop bullshitting me? Kindly. You'll just shift into his normal changeling form. If you don't, I'll walk into the Kroll outpost like this.
No, don't do that! No, you silly fool. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Spill the beans.
Okay.
You can't tell anyone. I mean, they probably already know, but you can't tell anyone.
Sure.
I am, like, I am half vampire.
How are you half that?
'Cause me dad, me papa, was a vampire, and me mom was a
Dead
human.
people can have kids?
Yeah, apparently.
Good to know. With them dead, this old baby maker still works. Alright.
Listen, I mean, vampires really undead.
Yes.
Okay. This is fine. Alright, do you gotta roll for perception, Guru, or?
Nope.
Wait, so what happens if you, like, walk in a river? Is that fine? Like, what's the negatives
In
to
sunlight?
this? Yeah, in sunlight. Like, what's the negatives to this exactly?
Sunlight, sensitivity.
Are you just like
don't
Blade?
do-
Like, you a daywalker? Out of character, she's just sounding like Blade. Her entire character now is just Blade for me. Is this anybody else?
It is.
Ugh,
There's no Blade in this world for you to base that off of, but
she's just Blade. It's a book. It's a book Z read. It's fine.
I don't do well in the sunlight, but I have like extra good sight in caves. Good, like not like regular half orc good, but like more than that. More than Erthos can do. I'm very talented.
Let me see them
Last time I
teeth.
said
Then he
that.
walks towards you, and I tries to open your mouth.
Uh, no, go
Oh my
away.
god.
let me see them. Let me see them teeth.
His hands.
Why?
A slap fight. Negative.
Slap fight? Oh
Yeah.
Let me see them pearly whites.
Ew. She says no, but her lips like curl up and like that snarl expression,
so
You
it
can
kinda
see the
shows it
canine
off.
and her eyes squint. She's like the cat, no banana.
How long are the canines? Let me see.
Long, like
Can
you can
turn
see
others
them when
into
she like does that
vampires?
when she does like the cat, no banana face.
Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Wait, do you turn others into vampires? Do you need blood to survive? How does this work?
I can eat food because me mom was a human.
Can you also survive
I
off
can.
just blood?
Girl, I can drink blood, right? I'm allowed. Okay, yeah, but I don't need it. That's vampire. I'm sorry, I need to brush up on the lore about
You're
that.
fine.
But I don't need.
You have never encountered a time where you've needed to eat blood and consume it to survive, or drunk blood, so far as your backstory that you and I went over.
Okay.
So you have no idea fully. The idea of it is, kind of like an itch, but it's like, I mean, I'm eating food and I'm full anyway, so I don't need to eat blood.
I mean, she's like taken it from animals before, likely.
Is that why you're getting close to the old Furbolg there, huh?
No, I don't drink blood from people.
Yeah.
Never have I done that. Never. Okay, maybe I will one day. Not like in the past or today.
So, wait, do you not like garlic? I've heard that one before too.
Drew,
Do you enjoy garlic?
vampires can eat that,
Yeah.
and it's all right.
Mm. So how have you died then?
I didn't die at all.
You
Okay,
said,
maybe
yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you said
No,
the
I
other
forgot
day
that I
that
told
you
you about that. It's a secret.
You were about to lie straight to my face right there.
Yeah,
Just
I was.
openly.
Okay, I lied. I'll tell you like another day or something. I already all my secrets away in one sitting. Or else I'll have heart palpitations.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying about that. No, Vera.
We're both equally weird. It's fine. We'll shift back into dwarf. It's just how life is, honestly.
My God, stop. You should. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. But I guess, unless Z wants to know anything else, I guess that's the watch.
Yeah, let's roll perception.
No need to roll perception. For
No,
this night,
I'm rolling it for fun.
roll it for fun. Natural 20.
Wow,
17.
it's a 17.
Dope nasty 17. Dope nasty 17.
I hate this.
Nice.
God damn, there's an owl!
You do see the owl.
Oh god.
You see the owl come back at one point, just kind of land in a tree, just kind of staring down. You're like, what the hell? There's an owl.
Can I try to throw a dagger at it?
It is out of the range
No,
of
I'm
you
kidding.
disadvantage
No, I'm kidding.
throwing a dagger at
No.
it.
I'm kidding. I just wanted to make Paris.
You're fine. I kind of figured as much, but yeah, it's even out of disadvantage range. Eventually, the sun comes up.
Now a
and-
squirrel, on the other hand. Sorry, go on.
You're fine. The sun comes up, and you see the morning has arrived, and you guys can begin going again. So, have you guys decided on what plan you are going through, or are you guys going to keep discussing that along the way?
First things first, is the owl still there?
Make a perception check.
That's a good question.
Please say no.
Oh shit, I rolled twice. I got the
They
same
got
roll.
seven.
Double sevens. I'm fucking. It's
Wow.
the morning. I don't see shit.
Looking around, you're still waking up, and as far as you can currently see,
Why does the horse have higher percent?
by 1 point, but she's also rolling higher.
Don't
Technically
worry.
speaking, she also got a 12 just on the die. The two of you look around for the owl, and with your perception checks, you do not see the owl.
Pretty sure it's expertise and perception. Jesus fuck.
They're
How does
very
a horse have
perceptive.
expertise?
I don't fucking know.
That's what Pegasus have.
Jesus.
Pegasi
Wow.
have expertise in perception.
Everything in high levels is gonna be noticed by this fucking horse, and it can't fucking speak. So it's going to mean nothing.
He just looks at you. He looks at everyone just like, you guys are fucked.
You guys are fucking blind as
Let's be
shit.
clear, it's still less perceptive than Bo.
Well, yeah, because Bo
Let's get
has
at
a
that.
feat under his belt and a high as fuck wisdom.
Yeah, and it's only get higher.
Just imagine this horse legit just like standing in the tree like fucking Pegasus from the Hercules Disney movie, like, wow, you guys are fucking blind. With the brain of a bird. Kiwi!
Basically.
New day, a new adventure. Let's go.
Yeah, might as well be off.
We're gonna go to the trench or something, or whatever, wherever the sneaky plan. The sneaky plan.
The outpost.
So you're going to try and sneak past the outpost by having.
This is
the
such a
units-
bad idea.
Let's not sneak past the outpost. How about we just
It-
have him change form?
It is going to take you a while to
It's-
get to the outpost.
Oh, I'm gonna be in my dwarven form, but it's still not a good idea.
Oh, should we do something else then?
Nah, it's fine. Guess I'll die.
Oh!
Can you turn into a child?
You to a child.
Nope, they're too small.
You
Sadly.
can't turn into small creatures.
A tall child?
Yeah.
I
So
just
a
try to turn
teenager.
into the biggest baby of all time, dude.
No!
Biggest baby.
Jarvis is gonna laugh. Jarvis is like, this is very inconspicuous. No one will think twice about this.
Just turns into the biggest baby, just like,
There are those.
Diddy.
Guru, does it work? Is my question.
You try and turn into a giant baby
Yeah.
to make sure I heard that right. Okay.
I feel like he's gonna roll to see if you take damage from contorting your body.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You attempt to turn yourself into a giant, or at the very least a medium-sized baby.
Well, here's how it works. I just try to make myself have the bodily appearance of like a baby, but bigger. So it's like
Jesus
I know.
fucking Christ. This is not.
It is very weird to look upon.
It's grotesque! What the fuck?
No, I hate this. Turn back. Turn back.
Agreed!
No, it's not
See,
good.
please,
It's not good at
never-
all.
I kind of just look like Big Baby from Toy Story 3.
Z, never turn into that again.
Whoa!
Whoa.
It's just still the giant baby.
I may never have children. Oh god, please send back. I'll pay you.
It's like the height of Elvira. Oh no, the height.
Jesus.
No, it's the height. It's the height of Aurora, but a baby.
Very.
So,
Arthas turns away.
as a child, are you still incontinent? Continent. What's the word?
Impotent?
Yeah.
No.
He just turns back to Z. That was so stupid.
Oh god.
Is it Tiefling Z, by the way, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
We need a name for the dwarven form. What's the dwarven form's name gonna be? Because you can't call someone Z at the outpost if they know.
Cassie. And
No, that name's taken.
Well, no, I'm talking to Cassie. What's your wildest in your wildest dreams? What's the name of your lover?
Dawn? I guess it's not wildest dreams. I don't dream about people. Well, I dream about people that I've never met.
I'm sorry. We're heading to the tower, right?
You'll be making your way towards it, and it will take you a little bit of time to get there still, as I mentioned.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not like an overnight trip.
Do you like read books and you just see a hot guy or girl in there? A hot girl.
They're all
And-
filled with muscular women and muscular men and stick women, so no, not really.
I mean, that's true. Yeah. Oh. that's a
Again,
shame.
let's just call it Dawn and be done with it.
Dawn.
Shift back into a dwarf. I don't mind that.
Yeah, sounds
God,
good.
I hate you.
Say that again.
She said, God, I hate you as soon as she turned back.
You know you love me.
She just puts her fucking body under Lux's wing, like, please hide me.
The hair is now the undercut. Fully. I also like that. It's always a weird visual for me when a changeling changes hair because I just think of like, have you ever seen like the Play-Doh people? Where if, like you push it like,
push it down and it oozes out like this big ass
Yeah.
floor.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, that was an awful bit. That's
It's like fucking GTA.
No.
When you go to the barbers or something and you go from like being bald to having an afro.
Don't question it, man.
Ugh.
So we continue on.
Yes.
I'm staying under the Pegasus.
Oh my god.
Oh
I'm
lord.
gonna be
Who's getting a
reading.
phone call?
From here.
Whoa. One moment, everyone. Discord crashed. That is new. Don't know why you're opening up on this screen, but sure. Come on, Discord. Give me back my friends.
How does it take to run the server?
There we go.
There you are.
The phone call crashed my computer, apparently. Or at
Oh,
least just
no.
Discord. Ah, it didn't.
Taru, I'm DMing you something just so you can scream with me as well.
Very well.
Oh my.
I like immediately stop what I'm doing to look. Oh no, I feel like I've seen this. Okay, anyway, let's continue with the session.
Continuing, yes.
Yeah, how many days would it take to get to the outpost?
From Volfist, it
Yeah.
can take up to a month. Which is why some people would be like, hey, just go to the path just to go down and up it, because at least then it's a week to get there, and if you have the climbing gear to actually go up and down, you could probably get through the entire place within a couple of days. But again, you have the
Oh, wow.
danger of creatures that can slow it down to up to 2 weeks.
Okay, because I'm just saying, because we left in such a rush. I only have 10 rations,
Oh, how much do I
so
have?
we're gonna need to do some hunting and shit.
Yeah.
See,
I'm sure the ranger can hunt a bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure how does Cassie feel about hunting things? She's just totally fine about it, or
Hunting animals to survive? Yeah, she is.
okay?
Oh, I didn't.
Because I'm
grab
not
any
sure
rations
she's
either.
really ever been in a survival situation, other than maybe
She's
being
been
locked in the
outside
library.
for a year. She probably thought, okay, we're either gonna starve or I'm gonna learn how to fucking shoot something. Let's do this.
Wow. Fair enough.
Though God help her if she finds a bunny.
Indeed.
Just imagine this Erlos just like,
Rabbits are
hey Cassie,
tasty.
look, I found a rabbit.
I
No!
heard rabbits are delicacy. Oh,
so
eyes
I guess
wide.
we're still heading for the outpost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys begin making your way towards the outpost, with two of you've been this way before, that of course being Earthost and Cassie. You was a little bit of a while ago, but at the same time, it's not so far back that you wouldn't be able to know your way to it.
Have I not been there before?
You were not taken specifically to the outpost, no.
Okay, just checking.
You've gone in
Oh.
different directions to different areas, not to this place specifically.
Okay.
Are you going by the road, or are you going trying to like go through the woods? The road will be faster because you have a cart and you have a way to carry all your supplies in the cart. The forest will obviously slow you down because you're going through rougher terrain, but it'll
I kinda-
help it be more
I kinda figured the
inconspicuous.
road.
The road?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
honestly hides Z's face.
I'd be
Yeah.
voting for road.
Okay.
Oh no,
Since
he's
he's on
staying Dawn for now.
Oh,
And also, he will take some of the clothes he modified out of your bag, cut them up some more, and make it so it's like legit fits the look better. So he basically how he's modified it kind of looks like a bit more not just a crop top, you know?
Hmm. Hmm.
Very well.
why? Just why? Cassie's little gay heart is about to just fucking pop.
Wait, say that again?
I said Cassie's little gay heart is just about to just pop.
By the end of this I'm still betting that by the end of this campaign, she's going to become a thought.
You keep betting that.
She's
Let's
gonna live
see.
her best life.
I didn't expect to just snort like that.
So, let us continue. We're gonna keep traveling.
Sarah's still fucking reading, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's reading right now. He's not really paying much attention.
Eventually, that book's gonna be moved out of your face.
If you move the book, he's gonna look up. He's gonna be like, well,
I was reading that.
Huh? yeah, I'm not quite done.
You found me in the library, and I still don't read as much as you. You haven't said a word in the past hour.
Because I've been reading?
You're not very social, are you?
I just wanted to finish reading this before we actually get to the capital. Better we
I don't
know.
know why, but I just had a stupid fucking like Christopher Titus thing. It's like, what are you doing? Bookshelf. Book.
Pretty much. You're just like
What are you doing?
confused.
Look.
I feel like secretly Gyrus reads porn. I'm just never told
He
Cassie.
just gets the
I
big
just-
history, wants to just hide the porn inside. So like he's open, it's like, oh, he's
it's
reading
just
history.
that I haven't finished this book yet.
You see him
no one
reading,
look
and
in
then
his
as you take the book away, you just see a comic slip into his lap, just like you didn't see anything.
You
right?
saw nothing. Immediately hides in the robes.
Shrinks away into nothingness. No, you didn't see anything.
I feel like Gyrus is the one to not have shame and just read porn just straight out in the open.
I wonder if he would even be secretive about that sort of thing. You're
Yeah,
right.
see?
Oh my god.
Anyway.
I'll tilt the book down further because I want to see where the fuck he is in this book.
Yeah, am I almost done reading this book yet, Dawn?
book?
Like, the one about the capital. Like, I've been reading this, like, pretty
The
much
old
any
capital?
extra moment I have. Yeah.
You're getting closer towards the end of the book. Obviously, you've been reading it like night and day, so you've been putting in a lot of dedicated effort into it. So you're like, yeah, this is a lot of information. It's just that you're going back over and rereading information because it has a lot of like look back at this information from discussed before, because the information it seems to slightly either backtrack on itself or go over information that was already in it, as though it is explaining it in a different light, and once you read it again you realize that there's confusing things about it that do get brought up, which I will make sure to send you more of that information so that you're aware of exactly what I mean. Please
Hell yeah,
remind me
thank
so
you.
I can make sure that you're made aware.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So just move up outside him and lean on him and read whatever the hell he's reading. Just pick up at the first page that she sees.
because he's further in than you, because you've obviously not been reading it, the information that currently they're reading appears to be information about the capital involving some kind of open market that used to be in the capital. Make a, say, just what's your passive investigation check? Because you're just reading this kind of just over the shoulder.
Yeah, it's just a 10.
Just a 10? Okay. So
Yeah.
it's you're just kind of scanning through real quick while he's very quickly, well, far more quickly than you are, reading through the book to, he's getting more of a feel of it. You're just kind of like, I'm just sitting here enjoying, just looking over his shoulder, having a good time. But you do see the mention of some kind of market, and how some people theorize that this market had something to do with part of their fall or something like that, but it's all hypotheticals and theories. They have no substantial evidence, but if one were to go check it out, there's potentially still relics of that market hidden about in the ruins, but no one can get to the ruins because they're still up in the tree. Stuff like that.
Fair enough.
It's an interesting read.
I am half asleep reading this book.
Yeah, it's
I'll
pretty
pull out the botany book and start reading. Having easy time reading this. She's still leaning on him, but she's like, I can't.
He doesn't mind.
Urthos plays the flute.
How good does Urthos play the flute?
Foot.
I-
The foot.
The
flute is
flute.
played for walking. That's just what he'll do.
I'm not sure. I suppose he does. He does alright. I mean, he was kind of trained as a child.
Passive
Although-
performance. I just spit everywhere.
Cassie, I don't think really knows that much because he was mostly playing it in the garden, and I suppose,
There's-
really quiet about it.
Oh, look, I'm like, there has to be at least a moment where she passed by the garden and hears a flute. So unless she just suspected it was a ghost and walked off.
She's
mean,
heard you play it
she-
before.
Okay.
You were, it was part of, your training and education and whatnot, so she was aware that yours training was a little different than hers. And that was one of the
I
things
mean,
that you were
the-
doing that she was not.
The way that I put it in my backstory,
You need to send me
So,
that, by the way.
I'll send you
What you
Gary
know.
the backstory. But the way I put it was that he got it for like his birthday. He really wanted to go out to the city, but because he was very young, they wouldn't let him go out on his own yet, and so they gave him basically a flute to like learn in the meantime, just like basically.
This'll
entertain
distract
himself. And yeah, to entertain himself when he's bored.
That is such bad parenting. Your kid wants to do this. Here, get him something new. It'll distract him.
I mean, they are the king and queen, so they don't really.
It's more that we want to make sure that when you go out, you're, not accosted or anything like that. Here's something in the meantime to apologize for the fact that, you can't go out just yet.
But yeah. Should I roll like
Such painful.
Sure, if you want to. Performance with the flute.
I feel like a little
So,
old lady. My fucking hips hurt.
charisma, I suppose.
Elvira's
Not a-
keeping lookout too.
Make a perception check.
Flute.
It's passable.
You have 0 charisma?
9.
9.
Yeah.
The flute playing is pretty good. It's nice, but looking around, trying to keep your eyes open. A little distracting hearing the noise, and trying to be like, if there's any noises out there, I can't hear you.
Taru,
Hmm?
since I don't know if this is the first time you've had a familiar, your crow can keep watch technically.
Yeah,
Or
he's flying
raven.
around.
Is it a crow or is it a raven? I've forgotten.
Raven, I think.
Raven.
They do apparently
Okay.
also have to sleep, so I remember that.
I know they have to sleep, but it's in broad daylight, is what I'm saying, essentially.
Yeah,
So I
he's
know I
flying
don't have to
around
sleep.
somewhere.
I think I remember for the Sunday campaign, familiars don't have to, unless it's although Mads was a special case, but I'm not sure.
I know your
Not
closet
even
doesn't have to sleep because it's a demon, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
But
technically,
I think
all
Furl
fa-
has
all-
to sleep.
Yes.
I think technically all familiars
No,
are
you
Fae
ruled she
or
didn't.
something.
What?
Uh,
Oh no, I don't know. That's a different campaign though. So
um. Huh. Okay. I don't know. But yeah.
No worries. With you guys, Elvira's keeping watch. Things seem to be going decently well. Your first day, you get a day closer. If someone would like, someone can roll a d8.
I'll do it.
Even you, Paris.
What?
Okay. I think she was saying that she's trusting in you, Paris.
Oh, don't, please.
It's too late.
It's too late. I trust you.
Guys,
Yeah.
1 second. I need. I'll show you something in a second. I've been working here in the background.
That's scary.
Of course.
What does that for mean? I'm scared.
Be afraid.
That's like the
Oh,
worst
no.
thing you can say.
I feel like he does it to troll at this point. Because there are occasions where he said that, and it's like, this is fine. This turned out fine. Fuck you.
Everything is
It's on
fine.
purpose. It's to keep us on our toes.
I can't stand on my fucking toes for long. I'm not a ballerina.
This is okay. This
skewed.
is fine.
No!
I'm skilled. Ooh woo.
So, what happens?
Let's continue on. You guys can mark off 5 days of rations, unless you guys are going to have someone hunting throughout those days.
We're gonna need to.
I'll go
Yeah.
gather. It's cool. I got it.
Roll a
Oh.
survival check.
No, I just kind of do it.
Oh, Outlander?
Wanderer. But
Oh,
yeah.
I'm a wanderer. Oh, I'm a wanderer. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll help Elvira hunt if she will let me anyway.
I mean, if you guys want, I could just do it. I just gotta walk out into the forest, and then I just gotta walk back, and I got a bunch of stuff.
Hey guys.
I know, but Cassie likes Venora. She wants to just hang down with her.
All right.
Maybe she can learn some things.
We
Oh,
were
you
Get
followed
away from the
Aurora
sea at
wherever
the
she
same
goes.
time.
So we'll follow the both of them. Just while he'll be
If a
with
bunch
them.
of people are coming, Cassie will just stay in the camp.
Jarvis is gonna
That's
stay
fine. I'll
in camp.
stay back. I'll stay back now.
Field trip.
I'll let you two handle it then.
Field trip. Field trip.
So let Elvira go with Venora. So
That's
much for that
nice.
plan.
Oops.
Wait, what?
Vera's
Ever-
skipping after Venvora saying field trip.
Oh,
So you guys go out into the woods and you gather some food. How much does it say you can gather it for?
Enough for myself and up to 5 other people. So
Okay.
literally
Oh.
the entire party.
Nice.
Does it say how
Okay.
many days worth, or just you and up to 5 people for?
It just says
I can
a
literally
day.
just do it.
Correctly.
Now, in addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day.
Okay.
First apologizes to Cassie.
It's fine. I kind of figured out Venora would follow. I should have known better.
If you wish to look for an animal, I'd say survival check.
Ah, boy.
Um.
Mm-hmm. 16. Looking around, you do see a variety of different little tracks. If you want, you can roll a nature check to see if you can recognize them. They appear to be cloven-hoofed. I believe it's
Oh
cloven.
yeah, she's following that one.
I believe the term is cloven.
Yes.
So you're following those?
Mhm.
Okay.
And if I see a deer or a similar animal, she's gonna stop at around 60 feet and sacred flame it.
Okay. The creature that you eventually find yourself approaching and coming up across. Actually, roll a stealth check because you're saying you want to try and get within 60 feet. So
I'm following because I don't trust her out in the forest by herself.
So I'm 21.
20, okay, 21 stealth check, and Venrora.
Yeah, 1 second.
Elvira's gonna cook it on
Would
the spot.
Venora even try and stealth as opposed to just being like, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, she lives in the forest. She knows
A
how
few
to be
feet
stealthy,
behind.
so let's see.
Earthos really can't help.
Yeah, you're very stealthy as you both follow along. Eventually, you hear. As a little ways away, I'd say about a good 100 feet, you see a boar. Just kind of
Ooh.
trotting around, like sniffing at the ground, like
Guru, how
grinding.
big?
Medium sized.
Oh,
Not a super large one, but it is a medium sized creature, and it is
oh, shame.
sniffing at the ground, looking around, seemingly unaware of your approach.
Ranged weapon.
You can shoot at it, or you can sacred flame it. What are you doing?
Sacred flame.
Okay.
That's the coolest one.
Okay. With your stealth check, you're able to slide on up and click on Sacred Flame, and I will roll its dex save.
Oh, sir, you will not. What?
Ignore the
Why do I have hold on it?
because you had your right on there. Just if you look at
See?
the attack underneath it, there was a checkbox. Just click that
My
off because
bad.
you don't have your right on. No worries. I can ignore that. 7 points of radiant damage. You hear it as it's still alive as it jumps back, just like caught in these radiant flames. No actual burn damage to it as it's caught off guard. It looks very confused, very frightened. Roll initiative to see if you can beat it out on actually doing anything. Initiative.
We're gonna have to suplex this boar because of Elrira.
It's 11.
11. Okay,
Should I roll the initiative, Guru?
if you wish to.
Yeah, help.
just in case.
Help me.
Oh,
Yes!
We on.
So you're first in the initiative list, with the boar second.
We're like 60 feet away, right? 'Cause that's what the
Yes.
Sacred Flame took.
Have
Okay.
I gathered any food yet?
You've already gathered some food, yes.
Is it enough for the entire party, though?
For the day, almost.
Okay, well, looks like this boar's gonna make the difference. Let's see. I don't want to waste my good weapons on this boar. I'm
Don't
just
you have a javelin?
yeah. How's the boar looking, Guru?
Its legs are somewhat shaking in its, wild-eyed, animalistic confusion. It's not its healthiest. It was hit by a
Alright.
good, solid hit on that Sacred Flame. It had no idea what was coming.
How far away is it?
60 feet.
Oh, it's 60
You
feet.
do have a spear.
No, I do. I was just trying to do this as like painlessly as possible. I guess I'll throw a javelin at it.
From where you are?
No, I will move up 30 feet and throw a javelin.
Javelin toss. That'll hit. Yep.
Not
Obviously
angry. Sorry
ignoring
about
rage. So you move up as this creature's, like looks around wildly. It hears you approach, turns to you, and just. It has been taken out. You have
I'm
yourself
depressed.
4.
One more. Alright.
One boar.
Which the
Jesus
boar
Christ.
with the meat on it will probably feed you for a few days of meat.
Good.
Hell yeah.
You
You did it! That was so good, Venrora. You threw it so far.
I will pick up the boar. I can just cart this in one arm, right?
Yes, she
2
can.
arms,
She's very
but-
powerful.
Okay.
Oh.
How
It's a
how
It's
medium.
like picking up a
how
person.
thick is this? Okay, I can pick up a person in one
You
arm.
can take the other food. And
Yeah,
hold
but a
it.
boar is fucking fat.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the difference.
Yeah.
but you don't know what my lifting.
Veer will hold
Wait,
the
is
forward
Paris.
food.
If you're at 20 strength, then you can lift about 280 pounds.
You don't know what my lifting strength.
Are you wanting to say that you're trying to lift it in one arm?
I'm just saying that if I needed to, unless this boar weighs over 600 pounds, I'm pretty sure I can lift it in one arm.
Oh, you have a fucking feature that lets you carry double, don't you?
It's a racial.
No, carry.
He's a fucking
Furbolg.
furball.
Furbolg.
I don't know everything about Furbolg. Guess what?
Furbolgs and Goliaths are giantkin. They count as one size larger for determining carrying capacity.
It's doubled, Paris.
They're big.
Yeah, I think at 20 strength, the carrying capacity is like 600.
So yeah,
I will tuck the other food into my satchel. I will pick up the boar, and I will turn to Elvira. I understand that you were doing your best to try and find food for the party, but generally speaking, it is best to try and kill the animal as painlessly as possible, as quickly as possible, so they do not suffer.
Okay. I will do that next time.
Good.
and you guys head back to camp.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
More than easy enough.
Mhm.
As you guys are now able to get yourself some boar.
Why is the
Everyone,
bull
look! We
bent?
got the big animal. The Benora
Nice, what?
killed it. Really good.
She said, why is the bull bent?
It's not burnt.
mean-
There's no actual fire damage to it. It essentially,
like-
its eyes are like have this like glossed over like burnt look to them for the eyes.
That
only.
ain't normal!
No,
It's like if the sun slapped it in the eyeballs.
essentially.
I may have sacred flamed
Slaps
it.
the eyeball.
Why would you use a spell on it?
Because I didn't know if I could hit it with my crossbow or not. And I wanted to make
Oh.
sure.
How far were you from it?
Uh,
Elvira was simply trying to cook it on the spot, that's all.
That's not how that.
It happened. Let it happen. Come on. It's not that big of a deal. It's
I'm not obsessed. I'm trying to teach her that her range with a crossbow is a lot further than
Vera
she
has
thinks.
never used this crossbow before.
Look, here, you 6-heeled beauty, come here. Give me the crossbow.
Okay, I handed the crossbow. Was she gonna shoot me with
Is it a hand crossbow or a light crossbow? Question.
Or heavy
Let me
crossbow.
see. It's a light crossbow.
So it would have had a range.
He's got a decent amount of range.
Yeah.
I think it's got like 100 range or 120 range. Something
It's
like
80
that.
base.
It's 80?
It's 80 base. It's 80
Okay.
base. Yeah.
Vera has never
No,
used
if
the
it was-
crossbow and did not want to try in case she used
She'll-
it wrong.
You're fine. It should be on your
Cassie
item
was-
actually.
Yeah,
It is, but she's never used it. She has it.
Cassie will set down like a bottle or a can or something about 80 feet and walk back to her and shoot it.
A can.
Bottle, something.
Okay.
Any
That's why I
object
said a
that size.
bottle or a can.
Okay.
That is your range.
It's so much further than Sacred Flamed. I've never used this before. I should use it.
Probably your best bet.
I tell you what, Oz. Elvira reminds me of Phoebe from Friends.
Yeah,
compliment?
that's some big.
That is a compliment.
Okay.
Phoebe is such a good character.
Yeah.
Is it a compliment though?
It depends on your point of view. I see it as a compliment.
I never watched Friends. Don't know.
I did.
Me neither.
I enjoyed the hell out of Phoebe.
Okay. Yeah. So are we gonna eat the? Are we gonna like eat the bowl or are we saving it? I think we should.
Bull, and I'm like, where did you find a cow?
We're gonna eat it tonight or later.
Cassie's poking at the body.
I feel like we should eat it while it's fresh.
We should probably prep it at the very least.
You can
Yeah.
smoke it and preserve it.
Venrora will set about doing that.
Yeah. Yes.
Vera, just take a piece of
Um,
it and try something.
Okay.
Not
Could-
what?
Could Ethos build like a small, like a smoker sort of thing? Basically,
A
just
spit
to set up
roast.
to, like,
Some jerky.
just like to like, basically to hang the boar so that it smokes with the smoke from the fire.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Where like you just hang the meat above the fire
yeah.
and the heat that rises cooks it.
Yeah, and the smoke
Like a
kind of just
convection oven.
basically it
Make
basically just becomes like
Dex
make,
check.
make an intelligence check.
okay.
I know nothing about nature, so I can't help you there.
It's just an intelligence check, but he's able
Ooh.
to set it up and make it so that you can literally just smoke it in. You can, like, if you want to, you can actually use it as a makeshift spit to turn it. Are you using a lot of
Right.
smoke or a little bit of smoke?
Like
enough to, like, cook it, obviously, but
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose a lot of smoke. Actually,
Vera's gonna try to
Actually-
take a piece
Use
of
the
it before they
medium
do
amount.
that.
So
if we
smack her
use
hand.
a lot
No!
of smoke, well, if we use a lot of smoke, we might notify people that we're here.
Well, there's that, and it could ruin the taste.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll lightly smoke it. It'll help with the preservation at least.
so you're cooking it at a moderate pace.
Yeah.
During that time, Elvira, takes just a piece.
Cassie smacks her hand as soon as she reaches for it.
Yeah, over here tries to get it anyway. Just Dex check, I guess. I don't know.
I'll say that since you're trying to smack her hand, it's strength. I'll say athletics versus acrobatics, or athletics on your part.
You are fucked.
16.
I got a 15. Fuck.
15 total.
15 total.
Yep. You reach out and you're just like, you're like, I'm gonna get you. Out of my hand.
No. Just let me try it. Something. No, I have
What
like a
are
thing.
you trying?
While they're doing that, can I reach over and grab a piece?
Since she's distracted,
While
I'll
they're
say yes.
distracted.
It takes hours to cook this shit. You can't.
Hey, if they want to get
Yeah.
salmonella,
You take a piece of
No,
the
I don't need it to cook before I can eat it. I promise. Just let me.
How?
Shh,
You're
shit.
human.
Shh.
Everyone needs to cook, otherwise you get all sorts of diseases.
Yeah,
Did
you,
I incite her?
I think she
really-
less needs the
I heard
meat,
that.
more of the liquid.
Why would she need the liquid?
Shut up.
She just she's just laid back with a shit-eating smile on her face.
Do I even need an insight
Hands
once
behind
fucking
your
Elvira
head.
just starts going, shut up.
I,
Dyrus is gonna
Whoa.
hand the piece to Elvira then. He's
I have an
just not
intelligence
gonna
of 9. I
ask.
forgot.
I'm looking at Elvira just.
Wait, what did you just say, Oz?
She's not
An
smart.
intelligence of 9. I forgot. I'm not supposed to. I didn't want anybody else to know.
She's not. She's
No,
not
this is
smart,
perfect.
but I'm not wise.
Yeah.
Cassie's staring at Elvira. What the hell are you going to do with that? Why do you need the liquid? What are you drinking
Alchemy.
its blood?
Alchemy.
Yes.
Any
There's
bloods can be
plenty of
used in
potions that
alchemy.
could use it.
Exactly.
Um,
Calm the hell down. Let her take the blood for her own uses. Kindly.
Oh,
Jairus is gonna hand her.
sorry,
some.
that's not
Yep.
that's not a 6. That's actually a 10.
Yes, I do need it for potions.
sorry.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm inciting Elvira.
Sorry, that's
Yeah, I
not.
want to insight Elvira too. Actually, I'm
Oh, I thought
defending it,
Elvira
but I'm
was
gonna
just
incite
assisting.
it.
Sorry, that's.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I thought Elvira was just assisting my deception.
Can I
Was
assist
she not?
Butters'
Because I rolled
deception?
advantage. I rolled advantage because I thought that's what that was.
Were you assisting?
I was assisting Butters lying.
She specifically.
Yep,
I was
uh,
inciting.
Between
I was
the two of
inciting
them,
Elvira as
Yeah.
soon as she said, "Shut up, shut up, shut up." Like I wasn't
Yeah.
even paying attention to you.
yeah, to be fair, as you're looking between the two of them, it's like, the shut up, and then it's like, just potions. It's like, I know, but, it's clear that she's been making alchemy fire. So the idea that she's, nervous about making something other than alchemy fire, it does hold up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little odd that she's, wanting to try it using blood, but you're not an alchemist. Maybe there's something in blood that does help with making, an attempt at potions of some kind.
Still have you suspicious because she hasn't been nervous about her mixtures up until now.
You've also seen her
Well-
making alchemy fire and nothing but alchemy fire up until now. But you are
She is
absolutely
rather
allowed to be
proud of,
suspicious.
Alchemical solutions.
When Elvira said, that is totally for potions and stuff, can I insight that?
That's what you were essentially
That's
rolling
the
for. And
Okay, let me go ahead and roll it. I didn't know if I did or not.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay.
You feel the same
Well.
way.
Okay.
Ladybird. Ladybird.
What the fuck? I was freaking ladybird. What the fuck?
What?
There's a ladybird in.
Oh, ladybug. Oh,
Yeah.
They call them
Don't they call it
ladybirds.
ladybirds there? Yeah.
I'll be right back. I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's funny.
Arguably, it is a elegant term, but that might
okay.
just be because I'm biased.
You're allowed to be.
Okay.
So
So
you
she
guys are
gets
able
the thing.
to, you get the thing, you take it over to, test everything out, and it, for what you're testing out, it appears to work a little bit. Obviously, you don't have enough of it to do a full test, but it provides you with a little bit more than what you were expecting from just a small amount.
Worm?
So that ends the 4th day. As you guys are...
Oh yeah, can I say I've been just doing this the entire time?
Yeah,
just so
I'll
we didn't
say
have
that
to waste
so that way
a lot of
people
rations.
can continually keep their rations for the time being. Rations will be essentially in case... Basically, it's in case of emergency, in case someone else needs assistance, stuff like that. It's essentially the same as a cleric having create food and whatnot to prepare food and drink for people.
Create food and
Except
whatnot.
the difference being is that as long as you're in a forested or a area wherein she can hunt for these sort of things, she can get them for you. This is essentially her home turf.
Guru.
Yeah,
Over these days, is it possible Earthos could have been carving a trinket of sorts?
Sure. What sort of trinket?
Like a mini wolf that's on like a wooden base. Well, the wolf is wooden and the base is they're the same piece of wood, but you know what I mean.
I get what you mean. If you're taking your time with it, I'll say it's something you have to roll for. You're just taking your time with it, and by the end of the week, you'd be able to have that done.
Yeah, he'll be making it as detailed as he can.
Of course.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I try to make
Welcome
a
back.
potion of water breathing, or is that more of a herbalism thing?
That would be something that you would need the actual ingredients to make a potion of water breathing.
Okay, I got
Right
you.
now, you don't have any of the materials that would be necessary for creating such a potion.
Dawn is going to be spending her remaining time just fucking with Cassie to the maximum percent and just flirting.
I wonder if one could make a potion of Find Familiar.
No.
Like
That's not how
throw
that
the
works.
potion and it just poof,
Jeez.
like a specific familiar appears.
Cassie's not as receptive as usual. Teleporting.
Not as perceptive as usually.
Receptive.
Oh, receptive.
As in,
okay.
like, she's reacting less embarrassed. Move your little happy ass away from my food.
Okay.
Move!
Yeah, Cassie would see Arthos spending his time over the week delicately carving, or I guess everyone would see this. Delicately carving something out of a block.
What are you doing?
Carving something.
Making a duck.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I could
What
make
are
a-
you making?
I could make a duck if you wanted at some point.
Oh no! I was just making an educated guess.
What are you making then?
A wolf.
That's close. I was close.
They're both animals, you're right. He just chuckles.
They're both living things. So I'd say B plus.
Why a wolf, may I ask, or is it just what was on your mind?
Just kind of wanted to make a wolf. I guess after that first night when I made the wolf howl at the end, I just kind of thought it'd be nice to carve one.
She holds up the sheep charm. I do still have this, after all.
What?
The sheep charm that you made her age ago.
Sheep charm.
You made a little wooden sheep.
No, I made a flower.
Was it a flower? My bad.
She likes sheep
pulled
so
out
hard.
the wood.
The wooden flower. You made a little sheep charm.
Yeah, just like you
No,
you pull
my
out the
bad.
wood.
Wow, you
Fine.
did that bad of a job. It looks like a sheep.
To be fair, she
I
would
was
love it even more.
In my
I was just gonna-
defense,
I was just
Tart
gonna
just
say-
asked me what Cassie enjoyed in terms of animals, so sheep is on the mind.
That's
I
fine.
just imagine she pulls out a wooden sheep and it's like, I still
I
have
didn't make
this
that.
wooden sheep you made ages ago. And like, I didn't make that.
Just Cassie now sitting here horrified. Who the fuck put this in my room?
Eh.
Yeah.
What is he?
He just kind of he looks away.
Hmm?
When you show the flower.
You alright?
Fine.
Insight now.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's like,
Are you embarrassed?
yeah.
Why?
I didn't think you knew. Well, actually, that's a lie.
You're one of the few people who has access to my room that would actually leave me a gift. Well, one that wasn't just some dress or some sort of fucking hair ornament, something that actually meant something.
Initially, I didn't think you'd actually see it. I thought you'd just kind of pass by.
Why would I not see something unusual in my room?
I don't know. You usually came back to your room all tired and more like head in a book.
This doesn't mean I'm not noticing something different.
Yeah.
Besides, I still love it. If I could, I would wear it in my head, but I probably would end up either broken or I would end up with a splinter in my head.
Thank you.
She leans on Arthos.
I lean on Arthos.
Ah!
I wrap my arms around each person.
I'm actually smaller than her right now. She's
And I
finally someone
smile.
with a body that's smaller than her.
Oh my god.
He smiles when he wraps his arms around them.
Seeing you smile is a very rare thing. Well, Seeing you
Really?
smile when you're not doing something mischievous is a rather rare thing.
I always thought I was a rather happy person.
You are. You just like to play jokes a lot as well.
Yeah, I suppose I do.
She makes
I
an
see.
owl who, while staring at him,
I squeeze his ass.
so.
I lightly bat his hand away.
Her hand. Get your pronouns correct.
Her hand.
Go on.
There. Oh god.
Yeah, I lightly bat her hand away. Not now.
Oh, so that's implying later for you two. Good to know.
You can talk.
I didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know this form would be both of y'all time. That was just luck of the draw.
Cassie's looking at Earthos like, is it? Especially.
I like. Sorry, my mic was off. I like a great people. You're not exactly my type, but nah, not bad at all. And you do have a good personality.
I'm fuckable on anybody I'm in.
Yes, though unfortunately my mind belongs to another, so it's not going to you.
Wait, sorry, what happened? I just finished taking off my jumper.
Take off your what?
My jumper.
Okay.
I have
I
a
thought you
holly
said-
jumper.
I thought he said my junk, and I'm like,
His
excuse me?
jacket.
What?
That's a weird Mr. Potato Head scenario. Just
Wait.
like
I thought you said I'm taking off, or I just finished taking off my junk, and I'm just sitting here like,
No.
there's like two ways that could go.
you always saw that line that goes, babe. Like it's like Mrs. Potato Head, babe. Did you put my dick in the dishwasher? Just
No!
Guys,
Yes,
Back on
oh my
track.
God,
Please.
Back on track, please.
so that ends the 4th day. As you're going down the road on the 5th day, no perception check is truly needed to see this. As it's early morning, you've woken up and you're beginning to make your way forward. I'd say a good couple hours into your walk. You're well away from your campsite. You're
Why are we walking?
obviously you're on the cart or you're walking. It's up to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
on
you're
the
still
cart.
in the cart. Yeah, if you want to be in the cart reading your book, you can be. Who's driving?
I figured it was
Alright.
Venrora.
Yeah.
If not her, then me.
So, whoever's driving, as you're going forward, you're coming to an area where there's a slight curve. You should make a perception check, not for sight, for smell.
I don't know.
Hey,
what to
everybody?
say
Oh, just for Nora.
about that. Hold on.
Anyone who wants to.
Who's Dawn?
Dawn
That's
is-
right now.
Wait, what?
Z is
Three,
currently
so-
Dawn.
Nothing to
Oh.
That's the dwarven form.
okay.
I thought they said Dawn.
Dawn approaches.
Do I need to roll for that familiar or anything?
You can, if you're, are you looking through its eyes or your own?
Look at
Oh,
the dawn
I'm on
on the
my own.
first light of the 5th
If you're
day.
using
I
your
just
own,
kinda-
it can make a perception check for it. This is since this is actually no, with actually, let me double check and see if ravens have it on sight-based perception checks. If not,
Also,
then
did
it's
you just say
straightforward.
anyone, or just...
Anyone who wants
Yeah,
to.
anyone.
Yeah, alright.
Raven
Oh,
YOLO!
does not. So yeah, just a perception check for the raven, which you should have a sheet that you can pull up and click on wisdom for.
oh, guys, I actually GM
Oh,
rolled.
ew.
I've rolled a -1.
Of course.
nice.
2 minus 3, so yeah.
Wait, okay.
In the
Yes.
in the journal
You
under
tried
characters, you should have one that you can just click wisdom. So Giles, you're not really paying attention. You
It's paying attention better than I am.
no, but you
Wait.
get a feeling of trouble, danger, worry. Earthos, Cassie, as you're, kind of, just enjoy, relaxing, feel free at the worst of times. I can wait.
Grr sounded like an upset parent when like the upset substitute when the class is talking. I can wait.
I'm not upset. I'm just like, I want to make sure. Don't stop.
No,
Okay.
It's just we're programmed to hear that from like the
Yeah,
the
you guys
passive
are.
aggressive teacher.
Oh no, I'm not being passive aggressive. I'm like, no. If you need to wait, no. You said
No,
don't stop.
we know
I know.
you're not.
Okay. Yeah, I said no. I was saying she said don't stop. So you guys, the smell hits you mildly at first, but as you're traveling forward gets a bit stronger. There's a faint smell of blood in the air.
Guru, would I have advantage on knowing that, given my current occupation?
No.
Damn.
That's not a good smell.
What's not a good smell?
What do you smell? Man flesh.
Lamb
Can I have the Raven look around for whatever the source is?
You looking through its eyes?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You were the first to spot it then, but go ahead.
Stop the cop.
I'm
She'll hop out.
sorry.
I smell blood.
Hold on.
So as you're hopping out the cart to do that, Gyrus kind of like puts his book down slightly and lets his senses go away, so he's not hearing anything of what you're hearing, but he's seeing and hearing through the Raven. The Raven does
Guru.
a quick circle around, and almost immediately, yes.
I'm just saying I ready my weapons.
Okay, cool.
Fuck
Almost-
is happening now? Sorry. Yeah.
You're fine. Just,
I rolled a -1. Yeah.
I'm aware.
She has no idea what's happening.
I'm aware. The
I'm here,
Raven.
I'm here, I'm
is, no worries. The Raven is the first one to get a visual, which means Gyrus, you are the first one to see what it is. It's on the road ahead of you, around the curve, maybe about 120 feet off at most. Looks pretty fresh. It looks like there is a person and a horse that have been smashed and just hacked into. Like, this does not look like a creature did this. This looks like something took a weapon and something else, because you can see that the chest of the person looks like it was just buckled inwards, and then just the horse is just lashes of blade work across his form, just carving into it, just mangled.
Well, I guess he'll switch out of it then.
Okay.
And he's like, there's a very nasty scene ahead.
Define nasty.
Seems to be a person and a horse were torn open.
Cassie's starting to move up the road.
I'm gonna look like this for now. Again, I feel weird investigating scenarios being 4'10". He's just back in his Z form. Being 4'10" is unconcerning in scenarios like this, so I'm gonna be me again.
Cassie's already about 60 feet out, dude.
Is it a scene we want to be approaching?
I will follow
Yes.
carefully.
Yeah,
Let's
I
clown,
kinda-
brothers.
I kind of grab Cassie like, let's be a bit quiet.
I will rush up.
I tripped and put him in a headlock.
You know you can't do it that easily. You know
Fine,
for
I
a fact you can't.
And then
You know you can't do
like
that
that.
easy either.
no, you got lucky.
Athletics versus acrobatics. If you're
Go
trying to
Cassie
grab-
just keeps moving between these fuckers fucking arguing.
I'm not arguing. I just get up to rush up, and someone tries to trip me. How is this arguing?
It's really
is-
not. It's literally
It's just bullying.
a
It's
little.
just bullying.
This is better than the alternative. Ever since you started rushing ahead in the first dungeon we went through, Vinrora knows exactly what can happen. And so she's
Exactly.
trying to
Everything
prevent
went
that.
right in that dungeon. I don't get why
Still
you guys
moving.
keep bringing it up.
I'm still
Well,
moving. Fuck
Guru,
this.
Just for
Mm,
purposes, I rage.
Okay, mark off that
You're
you used
actually
your usage
wasting a
of
rage before a fight? This
Yeah.
is dumb.
Well.
well, I mean, he can keep it off if he keeps dealing damage.
Or if I
Tony
keep
literally
getting
just needs to
mad.
bite herself.
Yeah, give myself like just a little like slap in the cheek. Athletics.
Yep.
Oh
Sit
yeah.
your scrawny ass down!
I teleport 15 feet away and start running. Yeah, like
Yeah, deciding that this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, stop that. He all of a sudden just no longer in your arms. Just shoom.
That's why I kept walking, because I knew he was
Yeah.
gonna do this.
like,
No, wait. Elvira runs and follows.
and he's gonna try to stealth up.
Roll
Like,
stealth.
it might not. Yeah, it's not gonna be great. Now. Sorry, I had to waste my good roll on a teammate attacking me. Sorry.
Saying wasting a good roll when it's all randomized in the first place means nothing.
So you rush around the corner, and as soon as you're in line of sight of it, the smell hits you, and all of a sudden, that negative perception from before just comes back. You're like, oh.
Katsu
Wow.
just walks past the gagging Z.
Nobody sees when Arthur's.
This isn't expected how to be gagged.
Then Aurora walks up past him, quietly says,
Well, you sort of brought this on yourself.
Next time, don't grab me, you big bitch.
Next time, approach a little more carefully.
Tell me something then, instead of everyone getting out of the cart and just rushing ahead. Then you trying to
Z,
trip
my
me.
exact words were, and I quote, I smell blood.
I was eating. I heard nothing.
And that's on you.
Nope. Should have made it more clear to me.
Smacks the back of his head and keeps walking.
He acts like I didn't like getting hit. And he'll
I know you like getting
walk
hit.
with
I feel like by this time Arthur's is already there.
He's already there.
I kept trying to walk ahead after you grabbed me,
You mother-
man.
You motherfuckers always try to make Z the bad guy, but it's
Because
always people
Run
fucking with him.
forward, you fucker.
if you know you're imperceptive and you keep acting like this, it's
Z
winnable at this
doesn't know
point.
he's imperceptive. He just wasn't paying attention.
Oh my
Just-
god!
It's
Bye,
It's
goodbye.
literally you can't really argue with that because it's kind of true.
People who are imperceptive don't know they're imperceptive.
Alright,
yeah,
here, let's
okay.
grab him, shake him, and shout that he doesn't notice shit.
That's true.
So, Arthos, you've approached the body. Again, it is the body of a person and a horse. And again, as I mentioned before, it's exactly as I described it. Both the person and the horse have at least one area where it looks like there's just parts of their bones, which for the man, it's their chest. Looks like it was crushed inwards, and before a bladed weapon of some sort was just hacked into this person. And the horse also has an area which, as you're looking it over, you can actually see almost like an indentation into the horse's side where something just slammed into it before the array of cuts and just clearly intended to throw blood everywhere.
Can I roll a medicine check?
Sure.
To see if I can tell what the hell?
Arthur's is gonna. He's gonna try and see what kind of weapons made this.
Wow!
Nice.
I'm gonna detect magic.
Okay.
What would I roll?
Medicine check if you're trying to determine the weapon.
Okay.
Because you're trying to determine it based off the information in front of you.
Elvira would try to
oh,
escort the horses
actually-
to catch up.
Hit more of his forte, I suppose, would be in. I guess he would try and look around some other points in the scene to kind of, I guess, recreate what happened.
Okay. Make a investigation check. Okay. So starting with Cassie.
Uh,
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead. You have a question?
well, I was gonna say, I was gonna, I was gonna assist with the investigation, but
You can roll another one with advantage then.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Elvira, you said you were staying with the cart? Because you guys can bring the cart forward.
Elvira and Jars are both.
We're trying to I think Elvira would be out of the cart, but still trying to escort the horses forward by a strap or something. They have
The
like,
reins.
the
reins,
range,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the horse is definitely making very upset sounds from the smell of the blood, but it's trained. It is not a war horse. This is not a creature that is
No.
used to this. but
It's
it's
okay,
been around
Halsey.
hunting, and it's
Didn't we take a donkey?
donkey.
No, we
Horse?
took a mule.
You took a
I
mule,
thought we
yeah.
took the horse.
No, you did take the mule
Donkey.
because you wanted
We had
somebody with the
the
extra carrying capacity.
Yeah.
Mule. My apologies. Mule. I was thinking of Spartacus from Wednesday game. My apologies.
No.
The mule is it's kind of making like it's not bucking or anything, but as soon as it gets to a certain point, it just kind of like stops moving, just kind of like staring at everything, just like not wanting to get
Mule staring.
closer.
Nah, mate. Nah, mate.
Basically,
I'll have left Lux to try and see if it can calm its equine kind.
Lux just
Far away or
moves
away
next to
from
it
the
and just
body?
throws a wing over its shoulder.
The horse, we're patting it back and forth.
So I'd start the I'd stop the cart like 20 feet away, just in case we get ambushed, so the cart's like not in the middle of the.
20
Yeah.
feet is not far.
Of course. It's still within run and jump in range as well. So.
Yeah.
30 then, I guess. I don't
40
want to
feet.
be
Up to
too far away, but too close. Yeah, 30 feet then, because that's my
Okay.
movement speed.
Looking around the area. Sorry. First and foremost, I said Cassie first. So Cassie, looking at this, the marks of this weapon, they're not concise. This isn't a bladed weapon like a long sword. This isn't a weapon like a war pick. It's not like a puncture sort of wound. It's got too much of a bladed slashing motion to it.
Are you about to tell me these are claws?
No. The closest weapon you've seen that is similar to this would be if essentially someone took and then oversized a sickle.
What the? Oh, Jesus!
Wow.
So someone is running around wielding a scythe.
It's just big grasshopper mantises.
Oh my god.
And is there
Not
any
just-
like signs
Not
of magic?
just
or-
praying mantises.
No magic in the
Predatory
detect magic
mantises.
area.
I'll do a full loop of the camp
Okay.
or whatever this is.
So Erthos, with Venora's help, you see it's both odd and disconcerting because you can see where the person was clearly going. This is a well-traveled path, and when it's pointed out, Cassie is also able to again, another disturbing thing that you're able to kind of piece together from it, which is strange just to look at, is that you see it looks to be a small humanoid shape. Footprints. Very clear footprints in the ground that appear to be moving at a probably you'd say a respectable pace for a creature of that size.
Wait, so like a child's footprint, or just a small human footprint?
A small humanoid.
Or
A small humanoid shaped footprint.
Okay.
So, and again, these are like going into the ground maybe like a quarter to a half an inch. Meaning that whatever
Implying
these
it has
were,
more weight.
yeah, whatever these were, they were heavy. And you can see there was a clear area where the horse tried to like wicker and move away from whatever this was, and then the horse went down. The man
have a
got
question.
up, tried to move around to do something, and then the whatever it was at the horse for a second, turned, moved at the person, did something to knock them down, and then continued what they were doing. And based off of the crushed areas of the two creatures and the fact that this looks like it has some weight, it means either this creature slammed into them or did something with enough force to cave in part of their bones.
I have a question.
Possible answer.
Jesus.
Does this look like just straight carnage? Like they just killed them for no reason, or
There's no
those
meat
all
taken.
those in-
If
Okay.
with the investigation check, he also finds that his money purse is kind of just off to the side. No money
So
is
they
taken
didn't take
from it.
anything. So this was just primal attacking. There was no motive behind this.
And
Other than
Elvira's gonna look
murder.
around to see if if
Mhm.
whatever attacked them is still in the area.
Check
Arthos
something.
would kind of He would sort
Okay.
of point out what he's sort of seeing, and he would go, well,
I'll
it-
kind of.
yeah. Sorry.
Can I give Elvira advantage looking around? Because that's what I'm having the
And
rating
with
do.
me circling the camp, Guru, does this do anything?
At the moment, no.
Okay. Alright.
Elvira,
Yep.
are you trying to look around to like see if you can see like where it may have gone, or just if it's-
Still in here near us.
If you're
in this
just doing
area
a
where we
perception
are.
check, go ahead and roll a perception check. If you're wanting to do a survival check, that would be a different thing.
I'm gonna do perception, but can I have advantage because Taru's Raven is helping?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm also looking
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah, Arthos would kind of point this out, and he would say, well, it appears that didn't really have much of a motive other
Does
just
it-
straight up murdering them. Out of
Oh.
fun, or maybe they had just some kind of personal grudge with the guy.
Who the hell kills with an oversized sickle?
A large
Does any of
farmer.
this sound familiar?
Or me.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Any of us know somebody that uses a weapon like that?
Wait, do I know what a scythe is actually?
Yes.
An oversized sickle isn't
Um,
a scythe.
Because I
Anyone
know.
who wants to give me a second. I'm
He's thinking.
checking. No, I need to check something.
Rolling for stealth.
I'm
on that
rolling my
thing, whatever
home
that was.
dice now because I rolled the nat one. That means I'm rolling home dice from now.
You're fine. Anyone who wants to,
hmm
and before you roll, let me make sure to finish this before anyone rolls, can attempt to roll an intelligence check. Elvira,
No. Yep.
roll with advantage.
Ooh.
What? Okay. I will roll with advantage then.
Ha! That's about what I expect.
That's 2 3s. 1. So it's a 2.
Oh no. Well, it's still doing me.
Wow!
Oh,
Watch yours, no.
Fuck 19.
oh yeah.
I rolled
Wow.
18.
It was the right idea.
Yo, I'm telling you,
Negative, man,
my-
remember?
my crit roll dice are great. What? Who?
He has positive
The-
intent.
Oh,
I have a
that's
plus
right,
one
that's right, that's
intelligence.
right.
He's
Yeah.
Z is above average.
Yeah,
Z has
I got
the
their stats
brain
mixed up.
you're fine.
He has the brain cell right now.
hmm
So the currently people with the brain cells, you have both heard of one such creature. Hideous little thing. Just
Oh no.
filled with violence, and it fits this kind of carnage. A creature occasionally referred to as bloodlust personified.
What the fuck?
A small creature.
Gablin.
Oh no.
A
Hmm.
fey creature. Referred to
Quickling?
as a red cap.
Yep.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
fuck.
Mm.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
they're
what?
Good, it's not good,
Z
it's
just
not
says
good.
the thing that attacks isn't near us. Trust me, we'd feel it and hear it. It's not near us.
What is it?
Fucking red cap. Which I know these from horror stories my mother used to tell me. Is they look like gnomes. Their brains are giant caps on their heads, and they wear giant tips.
Okay, at hearing the name, anything that I've read over my years, do I know anything about those?
Hmm.
What the fuck?
These things ain't pretty. We should leave.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We should get out.
I
Post-haste.
will look over the man and his supplies to see if there's anything salvageable.
Looking over the man, he, as I mentioned before, he had a money purse that was not taken.
Hmm.
I take that.
Out too late.
Feel like
You were back with the
swiping.
cart. Venora has the bag.
It's not like I'm just
What?
gonna keep the money.
Yeah, Venora's,
don't worry.
Venora's, smart and kind and patient. Venora, in the bag, there's 28 gold pieces,
All right, I'll
And-
divvy that up.
23 silver pieces.
Divvy those up.
How
So
much is that
that's
each?
like four gold each, and then there's 4 remaining, and then 23 gold. You said so. That's
23 silver.
23 silver. Excuse me.
So
At
4
this
gold
point,
each.
how far are we towards the outpost?
Almost a week.
Or okay.
Point out my own thoughts on it. You say it's very dangerous and we should avoid it, right?
Well, it's yeah.
How do we know it won't just leap at us as we go down the trail?
It might, but then again, that might be good.
There's one other thing that you noticed, Earthos, as you're looking over now. You clearly saw the carnage creating footprints, and as people are trying to see what can be salvaged, there is another set of footprints, medium-sized in shape, that does approach towards the horse, and part of the horse's supplies are missing.
Where did the footprints go after that?
Back into the woods, same as the smaller, heavier footprints.
I just kind of go, huh.
Well,
So there's another set of footprints that go off that way.
Oh, well, maybe someone passed by and just decided to take something that would be useful to them.
can I inspect the footprints to see if I can recognize what the fuck they were
How
from?
about let's just go?
Can I inspect
Is
the
it-
footprints to see if I recognize what they are?
I mean, it's a
Footprints.
bit weird because they took.
They're boots.
Is the
Like-
footprints in the direction we're heading?
They go in the same direction as the red cap footprints.
Which is it in the direction we need to go?
Into the
There's-
forest.
It's
Yeah.
weird because it took the horse's supply. Would I know if these footprints are older than the red caps?
They're
Or like,
around the
sorry,
same
not
time.
older. Oh, around the same time. Yeah, it's a bit weird. They took the horse's supplies, but not the guys.
Okay, good to know. I think we should
So-
head out, though, as soon as possible.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
I guess
get
we-
away from this.
Arthos like
Keep
would go
going.
just like that yeah, Arthos would look for some form of identification
I'll
if
help
there
him.
is any.
The
I
only
mean,
thing
you
that
don't-
looks
you
like
don't
it
know what
would
he's
be
looking for.
slightly an identifying mark is on the saddle, and it's just a strip that looks like it was partly cut into. With your history as someone who works amongst guilds as a woodcarver, you would know this person as being, or at the very least, you know the guild sigil as being one of a not super prestigious, but a notable enough figure of a potter's guild.
Hmm.
Cheshire did this.
A masked man followed this red cap. Arthos will take it and just put it in his pocket.
Okay.
And he'll like basically get back on the cart.
Mhm.
Mm. So back to the cart. Like, she's
guess
keeping
we
her
keep
eyes and ears
going.
open.
Right.
Z, when we're near like everything, Z will pull Venrora aside.
Yes.
Hey, just want to get something clear.
Go on.
I'm an adult.
You are.
Don't fucking touch me, got it? Cause you it's becoming a trend and an annoying one at that. Don't fucking grab me or touch me like that. How you've been trying to do, always stopping me from moving. Got it? And he'll just walk to the cart.
She will gesture for you to stop.
Huh.
How tall are you right now? Just out of curiosity.
Normal Z, so 5'9".
5'9". Okay, so she'll kneel, which will put us about eye level.
He walks. Yeah, no, he walks. He walks, yeah.
All right. I mean, hold on. I'm trying to get the point across.
Starting your size isn't the way to do it, sorry. And no, he's just walking back to the card, it's fine. But, yeah.
All right.
That's that.
That is that.
So,
Mhm.
while we continue traveling, I'm just gonna be keeping an eye out for a while.
Elvira too.
Um,
Yeah, same.
all of you make perception checks, or you,
Okay.
you can have one person give another person advantage.
Oh.
I'm keeping Lux as close as possible.
I'll give Elvira advantage again.
It's
I don't know how good or bad your
Rip.
perceptions are.
it's +3. It's I have
So we can all make
Perception
perception checks, or
If you're all looking
that
around,
is
yeah, at this point.
He's just laid back, I'm not even rolling it, so he's
natural
not really
15
paying
plus
attention.
3.
so 18. Okay.
That's 2 8s.
So Cassie and Lux are both just kind of like keeping their heads down, but seemingly at ease for the moment.
Oh,
He's my ass.
God, Paris, you haven't used a joke. That's such a perfect opportunity for Cassie to do.
What?
Ugh. Sirius is my middle name.
God fucking damn it. I hate you so much.
And you guys are aware that you're getting closer towards a little outpost. You can see a sign up ahead that's kind of hung in some of the branches, essentially welcoming traders and travelers alike who are coming by.
Is it the outpost?
No, different outpost. This is a small trader outpost on the way to the Crawl outpost.
Did he stay in Z for this?
It would probably, if we're gonna follow other or run to other people, it'd probably be best you stay in disguise.
I
Most
suppose
likely.
this is a trader outpost, right?
Yes, this is the Redwood Trading Outpost.
Oh
Arthur's
god,
gonna
it's
look
straight post.
for.
Put the disguise on.
Arthur's is gonna look for the apostle.
Z just becomes like an
Office
untatted human version of himself.
Elvira's gonna separate from. Elvira's gonna turn to the group and be like, "I'm going to tell if I can find any of the gods about what we found. Z, stay here. Don't come with me.
If you guys think I'm staying in the fucking car, you're wrong.
I mean, I
so
just don't want
everybody
you
knows.
to be near the gods in case they. I don't know. Something
Just
happens.
letting y'all know. Not fucking. Take that as you will.
You sound very clippy.
I'm fine.
Venrora uses disguise self, and she becomes a very stout, like I would say,
Paris. I rolled a 10.
oh,
Sorry, yeah.
human woman.
A 10 on the die, or
Yeah, 10 on the
Let
die.
Matt finish.
Let Matt speak.
Very stout, human woman, like late 30s, early 40s.
She turns into that right in front of us, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so we know it's her.
A very
What?
stout Paris. Yes, good. Yes,
Yeah,
good.
one-
Wow.
He
Yes,
was in the
good.
middle of saying out, and then somebody else did Paris. Here. She's in the D&D game. Okay, sorry.
I
Yeah,
get it.
Elvira's
I'm
gonna-
fat, but
You're
damn.
not fat.
Fat.
No, he
no.
looks like a stout version of you. That's what we were
Yeah.
saying, Bear. Jesus. Slap you.
She's gonna go find some guards or something.
Okay. Guards are not too difficult to find, and when you find them, they're clearly they're not Kingsguard. These are not people like you saw in the castle who are dressed in like regal plate armor with trim and flush. These are they give the appearance more of being guards who are somewhat more ranger-like than being guard-like. They wear lighter armor. Some of them do wear heavy armor, like not heavy armor, heavier armor, like scale mail or hide armor, such like that. But they still have distinguishing marks on their uniforms to indicate that they are guards. Prominently, they all have a red hue to them, and all of the armors tend to have bracers that are made of some kind of redwood.
Question: Elvira was told that it was a red cap, right? The name was said.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
Z said it.
Z said it.
Z said what? Huh?
Z said red cap.
Oh yeah, Z said red cap.
Okay. Hello over there. Hello.
G'day, miss. How you doing? You see this guy with just a piece of hay sticking out of his mouth.
I'm fantastic, but I wanted to tell you, my party and I were coming up the road and we found something terrible and ghastly. A man and his horse was slain, and we figured out by the signs that it was a red cap that did it. Do you know what that is?
You're saying it was killed by a child story.
Yes, essentially. He had big gash marks in his chest, and so did his horse, and the footprints that walked away from the scene were very childlike and heavy, dense. Like they sagged down in the mud. I've never seen anything like it.
Alright. Sure. You kind of see him roll the thing to the other side of his mouth. I'll let the boss know to take a peek at that. Anything else?
If it wasn't a red cap, it was someone else with a very, very big thing. A weapon that looked like a sickle or a huge scimitar. And that was it, just letting you know. Goodbye.
Alright, have good time. Don't cause any trouble. No need to spread that around. We don't need people panicking. What the fuck? You see him
Do
like
I
turn to
see
his
his
friend.
hashtag doubt face from here?
You see, like as you see him like staring at her, he's got a look of concern, just like, is she okay? Is she alright?
Approach?
You can approach.
Elvira, are you alright?
Oh yes, I was just telling the way that I noticed the look he gave me, right? I knew that it was...
With your wisdom, I'd say yes.
Told them about the red cap, but I don't think they believe me.
Well, I'm standing right here. I mean, I'm not exactly, Look, I can give it to the boss above, but I don't think they're going to exactly be telling me that, we can authorize for fairy tales of, children's stories.
Can you ask him to authorize a search for someone who is out there slaughtering cots? Shouldn't that raise some
That I
concern?
can look into, yeah, but I mean, telling him specifically, like, again, tell him that some fairy tale is out there doing it. I can't prove or disprove that. You see my
just tell them
problem.
it's a person with like a big sword scythe thing.
I can tell him that. You got anything I can give to him and let him know that someone's missing or dead?
I'll call
We
Earthos
did-
over.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually got? Oh, make my job easier.
Wait, what? I walk over.
The piece of identification, they need that to kind of guide, basically show that someone is missing for real.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to give this to the Potter's Guild, but
I mean, you can show it to him.
I show him the identification.
You show it to him, and like he's got like kind of like a yeah, funny joke kind of expression before. When he sees it, it doesn't fade so much as he kind of like looks at the identification more in confusion. He kind of slowly holds out his hands.
What's up?
He holds out his hand for it.
I hand it to him.
Did you happen to... I imagine you didn't get any manifesto or anything from this guy.
We didn't exactly want
I
to
don't
stand
think so.
around. It's something that slaughtered both a horse and a person.
It was.
A crushing blow and a scythe.
I didn't find any manifesto. The weirdest thing was that I mean, you can see for yourself, but it's just a while down the road back there. But the man's purse wasn't taken at all. None of the coin in it either. Strangely enough, though, there were two sets of footprints. Both of them went into the woods. One of them appeared to have caused all the murder and stuff. The second just took something from the horse, like the horse's stuff, and then just walked off with the thing. So maybe he took the manifesto. I'm not sure.
Tell you what, fuck. Tell you what, no, it's not the best sort of place. It's a bit expensive on buying any good ale or anything like that, but it'll keep a roof over your head for the night. Over there's the Sit and Stump Inn. Go get yourself some room there. I'm gonna bring this to my boss, and he might allow me to come poke you guys later for more information. If he doesn't, then you can be on your way tomorrow. But are you guys just traveling through, or?
Yeah, just traveling.
All right. Yeah.
Know who this man is?
I need to bring it up to my boss first.
I moved to put my hand on his shoulder, but then I kind of hesitate and I'm like, I won't touch you. But then he goes like, I'd be very careful. That was a very, very grisly scene.
Obviously, that's kind of what we're expecting at this point. This might help you out with getting the rooms for a reasonable price. I talk to the innkeeper all the time. Let him know Ludo sent you.
Ludo?
Ludo.
Okay.
Will do.
Gives you a little nod, and he takes the piece. He kind of smacks his friend next to him. He's just like, "Really, man? Look, I'll just gotta take this to the boss. Be right back. Just keep your eyes on normal. Like I said, I'll see you all later. Also, I'm typing that in for you."
As they walk away, Earthless just hears Cassie go, Ludo. Ludo.
Oh.
I don't know. Name's just weird.
Or like
Hello?
Pluto or something.
I'm going to the inn to gamble my worries away.
Sounds like a child saying someone's name incorrectly.
That's kind of rude.
Say Ludo and say that you don't enjoy saying it with some childish delight.
Ludo.
I like how they both said it at the same time.
It's. I don't know what you're on about, Cassie.
I don't know. It's an odd name.
It goes to the inn.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna go to the inn.
I'm gonna just
We
roam
lunch again.
the trading post for a bit.
Okay.
Same.
So people to the end first, real quick. I'm guessing Gyrus, you're doing the thing with Cassie at the moment, or are you going with Cassie?
You know what? Yeah, we can always go to the inn later. I guess I'll
Your
walk
browse.
around with Cassie. Yeah.
Okay. So who's going to the inn? I know
Being
that
stalked.
Elvira said that. She
I
was.
suppose Elvira and I.
I'll
two-
go
Yeah,
too.
me and
We gotta
her
put the
three.
horses. We gotta put the cart and the mule somewhere.
Cart and mule. Gotcha. Going into the place, it's got a good music, which appears to be coming from a nice bard who's singing some decent enough tunes. There's certainly some innuendos slipped in here and there to keep people like, hey, yeah, and most of the people here, there's at most half a dozen, and most of them appear to be the hunting sort, people who are wearing either like furs on their shoulders, or like you actually see like one person who's got a maul just kind of pushed up against the wall, and what appears to be a miner's pick nearby, just kind of like sitting down, scratching at a thick burly beard that just seems to be curling around his face, like wrapping around his entire neck, just completely hair just everywhere, but balding slightly on the top of his head. As the guy just like slowly is picking at his teeth, staring at cards, and he's just like throwing it down, like, yeah, I'll raise you. Behind the counter, there is a very stern-looking woman, plump and with a apron tied around her back and a no-nonsense look on her face as she looks at you all, just come in and kind of gives a little slight respectful nod with a faint smile on her face. Hey there! How can I be of assistance?
Hiya. Ludo sent us.
Ludo sending more people
So-
my way. Good man.
Yeah, said we could get a nice room here for the night.
I mean, the nice room is putting it quite highly. I always appreciate a good word. How many rooms are you looking to get?
He counts
Because
on
I
his
can't
fingers
count. How
briefly.
many people do we have?
6?
3
By the-
rooms?
By the way, I mean, y'all know that Cassie and Gyrus usually room together.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 5 then. Yeah, 5.
5 rooms? That'd be 2 gold, 5 silver. Unless you want to pay just 25 silver.
Unless you and unless Z and Elvira want a room. Are you sharing a room or separate?
He's not here.
He's
right now,
not
so
there.
no.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Elvira if that would be the case.
Would that be?
It's up to you. It's your room and
No, I'm
lodgings.
asking out of character.
You're asking
Probably
me?
would. Yeah,
No,
you're asking
gee,
you.
yeah.
I probably
Yeah,
do. Right?
no. What do you think? I'm not giving you an answer. So
I mean, I feel like she would know because they've been together, but I, as a player, do not.
I'll say this:
I'm not sure.
before you probably shared a room before at some point before the game started, because Z's just a guy that's usually broke. Because the second he gets money, he spends it on.
Spends it.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So that's yeah. Yes, definitely.
So 4 rooms.
So I
then,
will-
Sorry. How much will that be?
For 4 rooms? So how many rooms?
4.
4. Okay. 2 gold. Or 20 silver if you're looking to be, cheeky.
I'll put down 2 gold.
That's the spirit. Take some, gives you 4 keys. They're a little bit cramped, not the widest accommodations, but the foreman's not exactly been expanding my inn recently, and so that's not exactly my problem.
I'm sure they're nice rooms then.
They do
I'm
their
sure
best.
they're beautiful. Oh.
You'll see.
Guru,
Yes.
just
I'm
let
back.
me know
Welcome
when it's been like an hour's up. Also, I would like to ask something.
Mhm.
Seeing as all we've been doing as soon as we got in this town is like drive over to the inn, can I say that I've been like taking a short rest?
If you need a rest, Cassie will drive for you.
No, we're in the inn right now. That's
During
what I
that time,
asked.
you can take a short rest, yeah. By that point, your disguise self will be wearing off.
Yeah, so I recast it though.
I don't think that's how that works.
Look
Yeah,
at the
It
end.
is not.
recharges on a short or a long rest.
Hold on. Furbolg magic.
Mm-hmm.
You can cast Disguise Self once per short rest with this?
Yep.
I mean, it'll overlap some of the time,
That's fine.
so you'd probably be popping out as a Furbolg for a little bit there, unless you move to.
Yeah, I'll just like go to the bathroom or something.
Fair enough.
Powdering her nose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Making herself
Play
presentable.
cards.
Does Eartho see anyone drinking alone?
Most people appear to have already sequestered themselves into some kind of group. There's one table that has 4 people, one table that has 2.
You said most people.
Of the half dozen that are here, 4 people are at one table, 2 people are at another.
Oh, okay.
So no one is on their own.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just sit down. Or,
Earthos wanting to cheer up someone's day.
Elvira is
you know
looking
him,
to
you know him
gobble.
so well.
Roll a.
Roll a D100, see if you lose.
You lose if
proficient
you
with
roll
cards,
one.
right?
299.
You lose if you roll 2 nat ones.
Roll a
Oh,
d20
oops.
plus your proficiency modifier and wisdom. So plus
Being
5.
bullied.
Really good. That's an natural 18 plus 5.
Okay.
Boss, one of these fuckers rolling at 20.
Okay. 3 of them are clearly either having a bad day, and one of them just is like as soon as he gets his cards, you just hear this deep fuck. Like he completely loses his poker face as soon as he sees the cards, and everyone just kind of looks at him. He's just like,
You get
shit.
spotted.
Eventually, the pot, as it's going back and forth, seems to be going between you and the bearded man. Both of you having the majority of the winnings. You win some, he wins some. The other 3, it is not their day. It is not their night. But you two you're just sitting back, just like you're not doing anything cheeky or anything. You're just getting dealt cards and looking at their face, and then they're like, yeah, and then you kind of look over to the other dude. His face is just stoic, flat, but occasionally, like as right before he puts down the card, you see this like twinkle in his eye of just, I win. And then there's times when you just slowly put out your cards, just like, but I win, and he just kind of looks at you with like this slow nod of respect, like, all right, you win. And you come out of it with an extra 7 gold
Hey.
and
Hell
3
yeah.
silver.
It's 9. What's 109 plus 7?
116.
116.
I did it. I did math.
You did math.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
What?
Z is sitting out here with 7.
How do you think I feel when I hear that you have 10,000 in the Monday game?
Well,
be
that's because
fair-
we've had close
be
to
fair,
40
Butters.
sessions. Yeah.
She did get 50 from Gyra, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Z just big
I'm
showing out
sorry,
here with
what?
7.
Wait, what?
Gyra's
She
paid her
had-
50 gold
She
for
has a lot more gold than,
Alchemy Fire.
He thought
Also, John, can I roll for my fucking gold
Wow.
since I haven't rolled for Cassie?
later.
Thank you.
Remind yourself.
Oops.
You set everything up, and after a little bit, one of the guys just kind of looks at you. Yeah, here for the hunt, or you're out here for getting closer to the mining operation? Ms. Don't think I caught your name.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
You're the only Ms. at the table.
Oh, this is out of character. My name is Elvira, and I'm just passing through with my friends.
That's so. Haven't had people passing through in a while. Nice for a change. Not people looking to, take our jobs or anything like that. Just looking to,
Yours. I'm
just looking to
sorry.
have some good fun and pass on through. Granted, you kind of came in and swiped the money out from our feet, but then again, so did Jebby over here.
Jebby.
Drew, can you give me
Jebediah.
one? Can you give me one good? They took her jeeps.
He took our gerbs!
Thank you very much, good sir. Just fucking South Park immediately came to mind.
Mhm.
My fucking thing cut out as soon as he shouted that too, by the way. It's like my internet went, no!
Good. He nods. It's probably for the best anyway. We're missing a few people lately.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Mm.
People who've been, we've been actually having to request out some people. You see, there's a, he kind of like looks to the other guys, kind of makes like a, should I? They kind of like make a, it's no skin off our nose. We've been, using some folks from some of the bigger cities, and we use people who are knowledgeable about stonework and about pottery and whatnot. I don't even know what that means. But apparently, if you use clay in certain areas, you can actually make woodwork more secure by wrapping it up in clay and baking it on and whatnot. Apparently, it makes for good, strong supports. And, we're trying to mine our way towards close to the area of the Colossi path. Colossi of our esteemed Ozelas. Long may it expand and grow in its horizons. Apparently, it's got some very sweet gems if you get really close to the Colossi path that just kind of fall off it. But if you go down into the path, you're going against all these manner of elementals trying to keep you from that good old loot. But if we dig close to it and we go down, we can get some of them gemstones without ever having to worry about those things getting in on us. You feel?
I'm a little interested in the people who have gone missing lately.
Yeah, that's kind of sits back just like, yeah, that's really, I need to focus on that. I'm sorry. We've just been so short. We're not super short-handed, but I wouldn't necessarily say they all go missing. We do find what's left of some of them. One guy, what we found of them was, well, let me put it this way. His body was pinned up against a tree, and his head was crushed up against another tree. More than pretty sight. Been making a few people a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous. That's why he's got himself that big old maul right there. He motions the weapon. It ain't for anything like anything big, anything major, just self-defense.
Has anyone seen any of these creatures or
Nope.
deviants that might have been attacking our people?
We got our ideas. There's obviously the people who are from Avalons who are possibly sending in retro baits and people who are causing mischief in Ozelas. There's the people who might have been fired or let go a while back. I still put money on there's one guy. His name was Braid. Violent sort of folk. Almost killed a man. Might have actually killed a man, actually, we don't know. But he used to work with us, and a while back he got kicked off the force. He had anger issues and the like. But I mean, he fought. He was just drunk and whatnot. I never seen him actually, go as far as to actually kill anybody. But people, they'll make assumptions and whatnot like that, and I don't want to be that person. You feel?
Completely understand.
There is, of course, the most obvious, and I mean, obviously, it's the most likely of them all is elementals. With all the work that's been going on and whatnot, it's possible that we're actually getting close enough that we may have stirred up a hive of them. Maybe they're coming out and starting to pick us off one by one. the very work of nature itself trying to uproot us. Kind of
Thank you
spit.
for. Oh,
He makes like a
Sorry.
motion as though he's going to spit up to the side. Kind of looks at you, just like, mind.
go ahead.
Spits into the spittoon. Perfect shot.
I have. Thank you so much for telling me all of this. I am sorry that you've been experiencing these terrible things, but I do have one more question.
Yeah, let's go away.
Any footprints around, like strange ones, like small?
Kind of like look at each other. Look back to you slowly. Just kind of like leans forward slightly. I mean, we're working on stone, so we don't exactly have footprints that we're really seeing. You small footprints. I can definitely keep my eyes open for the next time I see them.
Can I insight check all of these dudes?
Insight check too. I'm sorry, I have
Yeah,
to.
you may.
It is a natural 19 plus 5.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Okay, blowing me right out of the
24.
water.
They.
Yep.
You're trying to focus on the time, just like, is my disguise self wearing off? It's
Uh-huh.
wearing off? I have to go to the back. Excuse me, I need to powder my nose. But with your 24, they look anxious. The mentioning of that, it's clear that they have, at the very least, heard of something similar to that, or at the very least that has popped up in conversation, meaning that they're nervous, not bewildered, not thrown off, just nervous.
Just watch out for those because she goes to whisper. Because my friends and I saw some on the way here, and it was awfully strange.
On the way here?
Oh, not on the way. It was on like the pathway, and then it went into the forest.
But on the way here.
The path like to and from the city, the capital. Yes.
They look at each other. That's the first I've ever heard of that. That's...
Just be careful. You never know.
Yeah, thanks for that. We'll definitely keep our eyes open.
Right. Have a good one.
Yeah,
She's
you
gonna-
too. You too. Hey, hold on. He takes that, he like pats his sides down and realizes, oh shit. Reaches into a pocket and pulls out a silver and tosses you. I'd give you a gold, but you want it off me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Luck
Yeah, you
out
too.
there.
Alright, guys.
See you
we gotta-
later.
Yeah, you too. Alright, we gotta make a plan. They start chattering as you walk off.
Vera's gonna try to find Z, I guess. They hang out, or the first person from our party she sees, she's gonna.
Alright. With everyone who's wandering about at this moment, you guys are looking around. This is a trading post. It's got various things from wood carving to stone masonry. Most of the wood carving is more for larger structures, clearly, for making like buildings and such like that. They do have slabs of stone that are being brought in, looking like they're trying to make this into more of a permanent settlement, but slowly but surely. Not a very quick process. There's guards, not a huge number of them, but a number that's scattered about. And trying to think of what's this here real quick. 1 second. There is also a few people who are working at leatherworking stations. Pungent smell makes you just kind of go, yep, that's leatherworking. Which for Cassie, that's a new smell. You've not smelt that kind of pungent smell since you've been out for a while.
She covers her nose for a bit until she gets at least a little bit more away from it.
And one of the other things that you also do see out there is that there's some cobblers and some jewelers who are looking over stuff that's being brought in by, like, some people bring in, be like, hey, I've got this, I need it appraised, and the jeweler will help them out, and then other people will be like, I need, like, put their boots on the table, just like,
Oh.
I need these fixed. I mean, I broke these while hiking, and I need, otherwise these are not going to work as well as I need them to. Yeah, well, we'll start working on it. We'll have them done by the end of the day.
Just watched it go on. That's something I've always wanted to try. So point to the jeweler's tools. I don't know why, I've always been curious.
You could always try some. We have plenty of time in the cart.
I'm pretty sure I don't have the funds to actually get a kit for it.
Z is kind of just absent-mindedly looking around, like, I get, like, he's like, you could maybe tell, he's not really, like, planning on shopping at all.
Obviously.
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Yes, he was the one that said he was going first.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be with you guys, but he's
You
there.
said you wandered off, so I didn't know if you went in a different direction or.
I said specifically he wandered into that place.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
he's
okay.
there. He might not just be paying attention. Like, he might not be with you guys, but he's just not paying attention to anything.
Then she'll kind of elbow Jarvis and point to Z.
What?
Does he look lost to you?
I'm gonna look at Z. Is there anything how is he looking exactly?
Just like he's not approaching anything to buy anything.
He just looks like
He's
he's
just kind of
looking
walking.
around.
Yeah, just looking around, walking.
Can I do any insight to see if he's nervous or anything?
He seems to be composed well enough, if I'm reading you correctly, Butters.
Yeah.
He just seems to be just browsing.
Man, I'm sorry. We had to switch to us when I was in the middle of eating some ice cream.
I'll be generous and throw out the word contemplative.
All frozen.
Be generous.
Guess I'll follow.
I'll gently tap his shoulder. Z?
1 second. Wait.
Oh.
1 second. I need to check something. Alright. Pays no mind to the tap.
Z.
Huh? Now he notices you. Roll perception. Now he notices you. Huh? Yeah.
Can I roll a perception?
Okay. Oh, no. I think he said that he was rolling it.
Yeah,
I
roll
rolled.
perception.
Oh, okay.
Didn't roll great, so he did notice the tap.
A 3 will do that.
Are you okay?
Fine.
Do you want to join us?
Nah, I'm good. Place is boring. Not much to comment on.
No, but it's still fun to window shop every now and again.
I ain't got money for that. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's why I said it.
I'm just worried. I'm sorry. Seems
Okay.
something's off. And I worry about you because I do enjoy your company. Trying to make sure you're alright.
Alright.
As this is going on and you guys are, having this chat, kind of a little bit further down, you hear this. Hey, mother! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Mother!
I'll turn to that noise. What the fuck?
Yeah?
Is
Yeah.
everyone having a good time?
You see a faint flickering of little lights that seem to be shooting out of this little kind of offside little, not hut, but it's a store for sure. It's just sparks are just seeming to pop out of it, just like.
Oh, that's a tourist trap.
I'm curious, so I'm approaching.
It's a
I'm
tourist
approaching.
trap. What did I just say?
I'm interested.
I'm not gonna spend any money, I promise.
10 minutes later.
You'll follow. For 10 minutes later, I bought everything.
I only have 15 gold.
He'll follow begrudgingly.
entering into the
I
establishment.
say one thing.
Okay,
Yes, go
well,
on.
you say one thing.
No, he's just like he said one thing. It's a tourist trap. The tourists immediately walk in. I'm like, you just proved my point.
Who's walking in first?
I'll walk in first. I'm curious.
Make a deck
I'm guessing
save.
Cassie.
I knew it. Yo.
You more than succeed as you're about to walk in. You see this. You kind of lean to the side. You see this flickering energy just through right past you. This color, and it turns multicolored as it passes you. Just
What is this?
What in the?
and as you poke your head in, you see this younger man who looks like he's struggling. Would be a nice way of putting it.
Wait, what's this dude look like?
He's got a goatee, thick mustache that's kind of handlebar twisted. He's wearing gray and blue robes that are tied up really tight with some kind of bandage around his wrists, all the way up over his hands, looking more like it's meant to keep things in place to prevent them moving about. You're fine. He's wearing sandals and his kind of semi-baggy pants as he's trying to. Apparently, what he's trying to do is he's trying to catch a wand on the ground that is sparking.
Can I try and pick it up?
Make a dex check.
Oh wait, -2.
19 is more than what you needed. As you reach down, you just very carefully pick it up, and you just see it sparking still as you hold it up, just very carefully, as you feel energy still kind of throwing for it for a second, and then as you grab it, it seems to react to you touching it as it. He slowly reaches out. Can I have that back?
She'll hand it back to him.
Thank you. He takes it.
Darius is gonna zoom in a little.
just slides in. Well, hello there.
Do you swear that never happened?
No, this happens a lot more than it needs to happen.
What was happening in the first place?
Wand of pyrotechnics. Unfortunately, sometimes if you get the gemstones a little twisted, they can go off without.
As soon as he mentions pyrotechnics,
Yeah.
Cassie puts her hand in Jairus' face and turns it no.
What?
Your fellow scholars of the arcane and mystical.
I am, yes.
Oh, fantastic! Come here. He motions you
Oh.
inside.
Oh, he's
I
excited. to run in.
I grab his shoulder. What did I just fucking say?
Oh, come on in. I ain't gonna be. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. Just come on.
This
That's
is a
it.
tourist trap, man.
What are you
Don't act.
I just
Oh,
make
Cass-
wands.
Cassie leans.
Tourist trap.
Cassie leans into Z's ear, and he just hears her mutter. As soon as he has it in his, he's going to buy it. I think. Don't stop. Just trust me on this one. It's a pointless endeavor.
You don't have to enter if you're not interested. I understand not everyone's interested in these things.
Sadly.
Pointless in.
This is a
Yeah,
place
sadly.
that's put here to make you waste money.
Well, it's a good thing I have money then.
Cassie just sitting here staring at Z like
He's gonna go in!
All right. Walking inside, this
Z fucking walks off. Z just fucking walks off. He's fucking done. He
Like
gave them
that
one
gif.
warning. He gave them one warning.
the place is. It's not. It's illuminated by balls of light that are
Ooh.
hanging in the air, seemingly
Can I grab
suspended in. When you reach up and grab one, you find that there's a little ball, not made of any kind of material you're intimately familiar with, but when you hold it, you swear it feels like glass. And he like you seem like, hey, put that back! I need my drift globes in the air to actually illuminate this place so I can see what I'm doing.
sorry. She'll look over it immediately.
It floats back up into place.
Drift globe.
Yeah, it's a little pet project. They take longer than most of the other stuff I make, which he motions to. And you see he's got a glass box with a dozen wands.
Oh.
Oh.
Each of them has minute pieces of gemstone embedded into them, and he kind of motions to him. I've been working on a way of making various spells more accessible to various individuals. Main problem is I haven't been able to make it so that once you use it, it'll actually bring back the energy. You use it, and then once all the charges are gone, it kind of just destroys itself. That being said, the gemstones in them are worth a pretty penny, and it gets the job done.
How many charges can you usually put in one?
It depends on what I'm looking to do. Something simple, like if I was trying to do like a simple spell, like comprehend language, I've been able to get that up to around like 12. But with 12 to 17, if I'm on a good day with a really good roll of it, which granted it takes a while to make these things. I tried to make one that did a little bit more powerful spell. Ever heard of Shatter?
I'm guessing I have, right?
You've heard of it.
Okay, yes.
Ooh, it's a good spell, but I was only able to get like 6 charges in it. Still a great number, but when you can only do it 6 times, it's just one of those things that makes you go, I can improve that. Especially since it can't recharge, it just falls apart. I was like, anyways, I've been working on some of these. This one right here, taps one of them. This one is a wand of water walking. Very useful for when you need to get your ass up to the surface of the water and not drown. Actually, I have a few people here who can't even swim. Can you believe that?
That would be useful.
Oh, very useful.
Cassie like ducks her head at that.
This one right here is a wand of comprehend languages. It's only got about 5 charges last I checked. This one right here is a wand of jump. You can just tap someone on the shoulder with it and make them jump high up in the air. It's hilarious when they're not expecting it, because you can just pull a little prank on them and say, hey, can you just run 10 feet and jump? And then you just watch them just go whee, flying off into the distance. So good for crossing gaps, though. That's actually a very useful thing to have.
I'm not sure it'll be safe with our current party.
Oh, you got a group of people. Oh man, that's always nice to have.
Staring a hole into Gyrus's head.
Ooh, this one points at one that's got a bit more of a feathery pattern to it. Wand of Featherfall. It's only got 2 charges in it, but when it can target as many people as it does, protecting you from falling down into the cataclysmic abyss of the Colossi path, it's very useful. But you gotta make sure you cast it before you hit the bottom, and before the elementals get you.
How many can you cast that on at once?
Featherfall?
Yes.
Featherfall's a pretty useful spell if you taps his head, know what you're doing. It's you only have to be able to have quick wits and reactions. You can cast it to, I believe, about 5 people. I don't think that means it can't include yourself, but I don't think that includes more than that. So you'd only be able to do 5 people total.
That would be useful in a pinch.
In a pinch, yeah.
One of us is going to go splat.
Yeah, you don't want to go splat. Going splat's bad.
Well,
the rest of us won't.
well, I mean, there's also the fact that she kind of looks outside, and I'm sure Lux's head is sticking through the door.
Hi.
That
Wizard.
is also what I was
have that.
thinking.
I also have a wand of witch bolts.
If you want to waste money, at least waste money on something.
Which bolts?
Witch bolts. You gotta
What
make
is witch
an attack at someone, but as long as you're holding concentration on it, you can basically just have your wand send a zap after zap after zap into an enemy. They don't have to. You have to stay within a certain range of them, so which is kind of a dangerous thing. But if they ain't gonna leave your side, and you have someone who can kind of lock them down, you can just throw all kinds of lightning into it. Just be like, nah, you ain't getting away from me.
I love how I
You
see
gonna run
in
away
the
from me? You gonna get yours? Oh, you gonna try and run towards me? Ha! Get a little more zappity zap.
I love how I see in the corner of my eye, Gyrus, get the woman!
I know! I mean, luckily, Madrina, I was like, oh, useful, he's interested in that. But.
That spell. If you know that spell, it's not as useful.
It's not.
No. But, he's still interested anyway. He's gonna be like, how many uses can you get out of that?
Out of the Witch Bolt one, I was able to get 4. Proud of
Cassie's
myself.
considering blindfolding her best friend. Like, heavily considering.
4? Then, can you only shoot out 4 bolts?
You can only use it
4
4 times. Once you shoot it out, you lock it onto that person and just send bolt after bolt into that person until they either perish or until the wand's knocked out of your hand. You gotta concentrate and use your action to send bolts into them, but once you send the first bolt into them and hit them, you just bolt after bolt into them. You don't have to attack them any more times after that. It's just damage.
So do they just break after they're done with their charges?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work on fixing. I don't think I have the right type, right quality of gemstones. I think all the gemstones people have been giving me are cheap.
I
Gyrus,
see. Huh? Yes?
they break after.
Yes, but that doesn't mean they're not useful.
Yeah, it's only 50 gold for it.
Oh, 50 gold.
You don't know which bolt.
So you want to pick up
It's
the
only a
Witch Bolt
DC
wand?
11 Arcana check.
What was that?
So you want to pick up the Witch Bolt wand?
Gyrus.
Yes.
Or one of the other ones?
I want to browse all of them, of course, but
Take your pick.
So about 5 minutes in, the front of your forehead should be feeling a little burning sensation. Don't mind that.
I mean, he's looking at you right now, like wondering if you have more to say, I guess.
50 gold for an item that breaks once it's done.
Well, it's damn useful
Yeah.
while you have it.
He nods.
50 gold.
I
It
do
is
have
like
50
jazz
gold,
handing
Cassie.
towards the items, like, eh.
50 gold buys about 50 days worth of food. For an item
Yes.
that breaks after you use it a certain amount of times, not a lot amount of.
Well, I didn't say I was going to buy it.
You have that twinkle in your eye.
He does.
You
I'm
never
just-
said you weren't going to buy it.
I'm just browsing for now, Cassie.
Only browse. Please.
I may be a while, though. Are you sure you want to stick around in here?
Yes, because I am 70% of your impulse control.
He sighs, and he takes out his coin purse, and he's like, here, then take my coin.
Oh no, you're roboting.
Oh no. Paris.
I'm not going to take. Am I
What'd
okay?
you say?
What
I
was
said-
that?
I said, watch him have another fucking coin pouch.
I mean, he's handing you his coin pouch. He's like, then take
That
my
doesn't mean that-
coin, and you don't have to worry about me buying anything.
I feel like you're lying. I'll stay
Mhm.
here.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not going to stop you from browsing. I'm looking myself anyway.
Alright. Yeah, he'll turn back to the wands then. Is there any other wands, or...
As soon as I turn my back, you're gonna pick up that fucking witch one.
Right.
There's plenty of other wands. Granted, I got a few that are a bit more potent, that are going to have a lot more cost behind them. I can't exactly be selling these just to anyone who comes across them. And I have to have,
course.
make sure that I keep them under lock and key so that they can't just be picked up and used, because you don't have to, bind yourself to some of them and to actually be able to use it. Last thing I need is someone getting a hold of my other one. I considered making a wand of a very powerful spell, but
Define powerful.
have you ever heard of a spellcaster who, for whatever reason, decided not to take a particular spell called Fireball?
Do I even know what that spell is, Don?
Roll an Arcana check.
Do I know? unassuming.
You can
I'm
roll an
assuming
Arcana
you
check as
know
well,
you're a
but
wizard.
You might know. It's not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
I'm lagging.
You know.
I mean, is that common for people to take that spell? Or...
A good number of people, and it's easy to see why. Make it a wand that can just do that, even if it does fall away to pieces. Yeah. No.
More with nature style of magic.
Most of my magic's more the arcane sort, so you know.
Don't have a question. Does he have any familiar animal around?
Make a perception check.
No, it's raining hard again.
Okay.
Looking around, this place appears a little bit messy, but no sign of any animals that you can see.
Like, I'm gonna fucking walk over to the book area and fucking laser gonna peek the fuck out. Actually, does he have any books?
No books that you can see. Apparently he doesn't
You
keep
wouldn't
those out in the front room.
You wouldn't happen to know where people sell books, would you?
This outpost? Not many people do. It's
Shame.
kindling issue and whatnot. They don't want to have something that can easily help start and spread a fire, which is why we're trying to bring in the stone. Most of the buildings here are made of wood, and so they're already somewhat hazardous. We've got stone that's been coming in to replace it to try and make it safer, you know what I mean?
Is fire outbreak a common worry here?
That's
No,
a good
but
question.
when you're surrounded by the forest and eventually we're going to be inspected by the circles coming through, we want to make sure that we're
Circle.
druids.
Seems a touch paranoid to not have with the fear of fire.
I mean, to be fair, druids are very aware of fire themselves. They're not like myself familiar with fire, but the fire that they're aware of is more than enough to know that, you got to be both in tune with nature but able to be apart enough from it to contain it. And fire, warming ourselves in the winter and such like that, he kind of motions off to the side. You see he actually has a furnace area that has a very flat rock area that is clearly meant to lead up into the chimney, all made out of stone. Keep ourselves smart. Not exactly looking to be fools that are made fools of in our fair outpost.
No books of the arcane. Oh Lord, everything's come down for me. Jesus.
No books of the arcane at this current time, but I'm looking to get a few more in at some point, or maybe write a few, just for fun. Haven't actually started writing any of them, but kind of like looks embarrassed, just
I'm sure that she'll be able to sell them once you get on them.
Yeah.
I, for one, would be very interested.
Yeah, as soon as you put books in front of him, he'll be throwing his wallet at you. And his giggling confirms it.
I'll have to see what I can write up and get for you. I mean, I have a little notebook thing if you want to look into that.
I would love to. Does it describe how you make these wands?
God, he got twitchy. Jesus.
A little bit. It goes over some of it where you'd have to figure out a few bits of the pieces of it yourself, but the majority of it is actually pretty simplified. I can sell it to you for 70 gold.
He looks at Cassie. His eyes are lit up. He's very interested.
70 gold. And he would know how to make all of these.
Eventually, you need to get the materials and such like that, but I need to run a business. And
You just see her look up and let out a very deep sigh. Go for it.
He looks back and he's smiling. He's like, could I take a brief look at it first?
Yeah, sure. He hands it to you.
I'm gonna flip through it, mainly just to check if I can, with some time, in fact, make these wands and stuff.
What's your passive investigation?
What the fuck was that?
That was
What
a
is
4K.
passive investigation?
What's your
mean?
investigation score modifier?
It's
Oh,
10
3?
plus your modifier.
So
13.
13? Okay.
Based off what you can read in it, more powerful ones and creations like that would take more time.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be training yourself to be stronger to do that. But theoretically, with practice and materials, you'd be able to potentially make something like this.
And would the spells I can make with it, like, would it have to be spells I personally know how to do? Or?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Still means that you could probably do this.
Yes.
Yeah,
As long as it's a
still
spell that
be-
you know how to do and you follow the instructions on getting the feel for it to know what to do to make it, you would be able to do this.
That is
Oh, are you
very
proficient with Arcana?
Yes.
Then yes, you'll be able to do this.
Oh, this is very tempting.
How do you have so much money?
Don't worry
I don't
about it.
spend often.
Well, you guys got paid.
Yeah. I think I already put.
The easiest
everything
solution to
we made in
that
there.
is just saying Tar may have rolled for gold, because Jesus Christ, wizards rolling for gold give a shit.
Yeah, because they have to buy all their spells, don't they?
Well, ones they don't get from level up.
Okay, fair enough.
What times are you open? When do you open and close?
As soon as sundown comes around, I tend to close up. Try to be up a little after sunup.
She leans kind of in. Jarvis, you might want to be quiet now. Very high chance we won't be here tomorrow. Or at least not here for long tomorrow.
I thought we had to stick around for the guard and everything.
For a day, but I don't know if they'll be open by the time we leave.
You're right.
Just go ahead and get it.
It's a lot of gold.
It's a lot of gold, but you can learn how to make everything that's in here.
Eventually.
For once, I'm not being your impulse control, and now you choose to be indecisive.
It's a large purchase. I should think this over.
Okay.
Hold
Up to
on.
you.
Let me check something quick, actually. This will make my decision.
That still fucking kills me. It's like, she's told you to stop buying, and then once she breaks, it's like, are you sure? It's just completely dying.
Well, now
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Also, don't check shit post.
Ah, it's only worth it. Yes, all right.
Pleasure
He
doing
gets it out
business
of his
with you.
pocket.
He hands you the notebook. He's like, kind of sure. He's like, I made a copy of it a while back. It's a little cleaner and whatnot, but it's got all the same notes.
Thank you so much. This is quite interesting work you have here.
Of course.
Breath. Because if you faint while I can carry you, I don't want to.
Yes, that's I suppose we should be leaving then.
Of course. And have a good day.
You too. Thank you very much.
He gives a little salute. Take care.
He nods and leaves.
All right.
Z's waiting by the next to the door and says, "How much money did you spend?"
You don't want to know.
Jairus is grinning with this book.
Give you people some fucking advice, and you guys never take it.
Hey, in my defense, I've bought nothing.
Did you encourage the purchase? You are the problem. And he walks.
So as you guys,
He does walk with a smile, so you know he's joking. You know he's joking. I'll make that clear.
So as you guys have a good time, you've got new acquisitions and new information, new things going on. I'd say that's a good place to end the session as you guys are reconvening in the inn. So we'll get more onto what will happen next time, won't we?
Arthos gives everyone their room key.
Yes, everyone has their room key. Very important.
Specifically, he hands Z and Elvira's key to Elvira and Elvira.
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 Elvira. Yeah, I said it right. And he hands Jairus and Cassie's key to Jairus.
Okay. Yeah. Just take it. He's
He
normal.
also
He's used to
wiggles
this.
his eyebrows at Cassie and Jairus.
Wiggles
what?
his eyebrows.
Wait, what? Why?
Don't worry.
Why?
No, it's
Cassie just looked at Jairus like, what the fuck is happening?
You alright, Arthos?
he winks at both of you and then looks at the key and then just kind of walks off to his room.
I think you might have gotten the wrong impression.
I'm thinking that too.
Alright. So yeah, that was a fun session.
This was fun, thank you.
You're welcome. I will give you more details on the creation of these things for your use later on.
This is gonna be useful.
Mhm. Yeah, there's only one part of it that's going to be holding you back for a little bit, but as soon as you get that part straightened out, you'll be able to just have at it.
It's a future investment.
Yes, indeed it is. Gives you the ability to, have things that can use it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Which actually, I'm gonna DM you something as well.
If fucking Mad would have done anything but kneel, Z would have listened. Like, the second Mad said, I kneel, Z's like, I'm fucking gone. Like, no.
Oh, Lord. So that was fun. I'm excited for next session.
Again, they're literally the beam. Why are you burning that? Oh no, this person's like 90% of my impulse control.
Like, I love how most of the times whenever Cassie tries to figure out if anyone's okay, their response is always I'm
99% of the time, yeah. And then, they turn around and it's just like, okay, so here's how we can explain how I'm not fine.
Z's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Totally fine.
Absolutely
Totally
fine.
fine.
He's burning down this hut for no reason.
He doesn't burn down anything.
He's been a good boy.
You guys always, once again, the statement stands. You guys always treat Z if he does bad stuff.
I never said that fucking burning down a hut was a bad thing. I'm a pyromaniac!
I mean, him running off,
He didn't run off, he walked off.
Oh, okay, walking ahead of everyone without a second thought can be very dangerous, so...
Did it
Oh, no,
work?
He
Did
sprinted!
it work?
He sprinted!
Did it work? Hey, question. Did it work?
And the last time that he did it, he got stuck in a trap.
Yeah, that did happen.
Yes, but did he get hurt heavily from it? No.
Almost, yes.
Incorrect.
Why do I hear myself?
I don't know.
I hear the echo too.
Okay, so, hold up.
Well, jeez.
It's mad.
Why did you just suddenly scream?
To figure out where it was coming from. Everyone was
I'm still
silent.
recording.
Oh!
I'm trying to wrap up the recording. That being said, for everyone who's been watching, thank you so much. Ignore the goofballs behind me. They're being amazing friends, but gosh dang it all. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave us a subscription to keep up with it. I know it's not being streamed. Just shush. If you're wanting to watch us and have this be streamed, consider following us on twitch.tv/whatteamcomp, where we want to be streaming this more. Sadly, the few people who we knew actually do watch these were not on there, and we were just wanting to just get this recorded so that you guys could keep up with the shenanigans we're doing and have a good time. So, thank you all so much for watching. You're all beautiful people, wonderful, amazing groups, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.
So yeah.